And we're live.
What up, what up, what up, what up?
Back in effect. It is the effing podcast.
Back in the effing house once again.
Hell yeah. I am B-Dub.
I'm Branson.
And right now it is just us two. Buddha is in Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Hassan, I don't know where he's at. He's
Hassan
around
should
the
be on the
corner.
way.
He should be here soon.
Hassan should be on the way. We might have another special guest popping in tonight. The mayor might be in the building as well.
Awesome. The mayor of Raleigh?
The mayor.
Okay.
The mayor might be in the building as well, so we're going to wait and see.
Well, we'll just leave it at mayor. I don't know what they're the mayor of, but...
We appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Welcome Saturday night
vibes for the FM podcast. Shout out to everybody tuned in, watching, whether you've been here before, whether you're new, checking in. Big shout out to y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share.
and subscribe.
So, how we do our show normally, we give our shout outs in the beginning. We're going to give a shout-out to Eighth and Fancy.
Shout out.
For all of your adult beverage snacks and needs. And then we're going to give a shout-out to Dank Drinks.
Shout out.
The dankest of drinks. And then from there...
Just real quick, shout out my man. He stopped through the other night to holler at me. So, yeah, definitely shout out Dane Drake.
Yeah, definitely. Also, shout out to... who else do we
The local plug.
The local plug. We missed somebody.
Crimey, yes.
Shout out to Crimey dealers.
Yes, shout out.
And the local plug, please eat responsibly.
I like the local plugs motto. That was a hot one.
Yeah.
I like that little catchphrase.
Cool. So, it's been kind of a weird week because there's been a lot of deaths this week. They say it comes in threes. However, it came in fours this week.
This week was a tough week.
Yeah, it was a real tough week for people who, for celebrities, because there was quite a bit lost. So we're going to start off with an RIP to Chuck Mangione.
RIP.
Legendary flugelhorn jazz musician passing away at the age of 84. He had his top 5 hit in 1978 with the jazz instrumental Feel So Good. I'm officially remembering that, although I wasn't around. Now, the thing about Chuck Mangione, he's one of those artists that...
I'm going in the morning, goddamn.
Okay.
I didn't even expect it. And he got wings.
I was supposed to be going on Thursday.
Okay, well, Buddha's in the building.
He was not the person I was expecting to walk through the door. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Okay. Yeah, Buddha's in the building.
Buddha.
But I left something in the car. That's the worst part about it.
Oh, got to walk back to the
And you know how hot it is? Why is it so damn hot tonight?
Humid, hot.
It's humid.
Welcome to Raleigh.
Hot,
Welcome
humid,
to
whatever
Raleigh.
you call it. It's over 85
It's been
degrees
a humid,
at night.
and it's going to be like this all weekend. Whew.
Yeah, well, Buddha's on the premise. Very surprising.
Surprise, bitch!
Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, we were discussing an RIP to Chuck Mangione. He was born way back in 1940. But the most important thing I will say about Chuck Mangione is I got introduced to his music when I was making beats and sampling a lot of vinyl. And I got a lot of Chuck Mangione records. There's a lot of good stuff on there that I used to listen to just as a fan before even sampling it. So I got into his music through sampling and my love of vinyl. So I'm not going to stay too long on Chuck Mangione. He was a legendary jazz musician.
Before you start, all these RIPs we're doing are icons.
Yeah.
All of them are icons.
Oh, definitely.
All of them are icons.
Chuck Mangione was an icon, whether you're familiar with his
jazz
music or
icon,
not.
Yes.
Yes. And in addition to that, a lot of people remember him from King of the Hill and his appearance in the sitcom when he was introduced basically to a whole new generation of people around my age who may have not been taking that hip-hop path that I took to discover artists like him. So I just wanted to shout out Chuck Mangione. He's a guy who I spent a great deal of time listening to, his records, his vinyl, and just a RIP to him.
RIP.
RIP Chuck Mangione. Also RIP Ozzy Osbourne. I got familiar with Ozzy Osbourne through the sampling, Black Sabbath. There's some legendary break beats on Black Sabbath records that a lot of hip hop producers sampled. I think it was like Iron Butterfly or
Iron Man.
Iron Maiden.
Iron Man.
Iron Man. That is correct.
Yes.
Ozzy Osbourne passed away at 76 years old. And, of course, he was remembered as the Prince of Darkness. He hung with his crew, Black Sabbath. He was from England. Of course, he was kicked out of Black Sabbath for his drug and drinking use, and that's when he went solo and still did his thing solo. He snorted a lot. He drank a lot. He did lots and lots of drugs.
He bit a bat's head off a lot.
Oh, yeah. He did bite a bat's head off in Des Moines.
But he's an icon.
Yes, he is. He is an icon in the heavy metal realm, an icon to music.
Yes.
He also had a revival in the 2000s with the Osbourne's reality TV show that was on MTV. That's where a lot of people,
Sharon and the kids.
Yeah, Jack and I think it was Kelly. I remember seeing a few episodes, but I wasn't the biggest fan of the show. But I recognize who he is and why people liked him and things like that. Legendary musician.
Do you have a favorite Ozzy track by any chance?
Probably something sampled. There's a record he had with a very famous breakbeat on it. It was from, I think it was Iron Maiden or Iron Man.
Yeah, Iron Man is a very popular track, and Crazy Train's another one of his more popular tracks. He had a bunch of them. He's got a bunch of popular tracks. He is the pioneer of heavy metal.
One of the pioneers.
One of the pioneers of heavy metal, we'll say. And, like I say, and it's part of the culture because it spawned off a couple of black heavy metal bands. Ice-T's band, shout out my man Josh. Body Count. And
what about Living Color?
Living Color, Cult of Personality. If you're into wrestling, which we'll get into in a minute, CM Punk's theme song, Cult of Personality. So, black people also knew about Ozzy Osbourne, and some black people did go down the heavy metal route. So, definitely shout out to Ozzy because he did a lot for that genre of music.
Yeah. And he also got to perform a few weeks ago, one last time with his band, Black Sabbath. He was in his chair, but, he gave his one last concert, so he went out kind of the way he wanted to go out, knowing that his time was very, very close. So that was also a positive for him.
How old was Ozzy? Ozzy
76.
was old. Yeah, Ozzy was up there.
He still has some years. Now, Keith Richards is still with us.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But, once you get up into the 70s, 80s, you
got to reflect on life a little bit.
You got to reflect on life.
Yeah, so big shout out to Ozzy Osbourne. Also, this one really kind of dampened my week. I want to give a major big shout out RIP to Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Unfortunately, Malcolm-Jamal Warner passed away in a drowning accident in Costa Rica.
That came out of left field too.
Yeah, that came completely out of left field. I mean,
you never
shocked.
expect anybody to pass, but that one out of left field was not expecting that one at all.
Like when I first heard it happen, I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
I remember seeing him recently in the past couple of weeks prior to his death, and he was on TV. He looked relatively healthy, so I was a little shocked to hear it.
And then with the internet, you got to check.
Yeah.
You got to double check because people be trolling. So I had to go check for sure just to make sure this is what it was. But it's sad. It is sad. We lost. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah. I was just going to say we lost a huge black icon.
Yes, we did.
Like he is so ingrained in the black culture with his character Theo from the Cosby Show.
Definitely.
You remember Thursday nights? Thursday night started out.
Yeah.
Cosby Show, different world, and then you went there. But, Theo was a big part of our culture.
Of course. So, yes, Malcolm-Jamal Warner left behind a wife and child. He drowned on July 20th. He was on family vacation in Costa Rica when he died as a result of asphyxiation by submersion while swimming. So he kept mostly out of the private eye or public eye with his marriage. He married his wife in 2017, and they had a daughter in 2018. So he never revealed his wife's identity and rarely posted photos with her or their daughter on social media. How old was Malcolm?
That's sad, but that's the way celebrities got to go.
That's the way you got to be.
That's pathetic and sad.
It is. You
That's
have
the
to
way
be
you gotta
like
go in
that
this
to
era.
keep your family under wraps so people don't mess with them.
Yeah. That's crazy. So,
He
yeah.
was 56?
I want to say
54? He was in his 50s.
Yeah, 54 years
Yeah,
old.
he young.
54 years old, and he had a kid in 2018.
So the kid's only 7?
Yeah. Well, yeah, the kid
About to be 8?
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
correct. So,
Condolences to the family.
Yeah, that one
Condolences
was
to
really
just all
sick.
family and friends, because that sits with us even more than the other passings.
yeah, Malcolm-Jamal Warner was not just Theo on The Cosby Show. Of course, that was his most known role. I also remember Malcolm and Eddie, which to me was also a very great show that ran for multiple seasons. And he did a lot of. I also remember him in that HBO Tuskegee Airmen movie. There was this movie on HBO about the Black Tuskegee Airmen, and Malcolm-Jamal Warner played one of the pilots, one of the Tuskegee Airmen. So he was in that as well. So yeah, a lot of things. In addition to the Cosby Show. He was in relationships prior to that with Karen Molina White, who played Nicolette on Malcolm and Eddie. And he was also dated Regina King from 2011 to 2013.
And you never heard anything bad about Malcolm. Nobody ever really had nothing bad to say about Malcolm. I can't remember it anyway.
And, of course, Michelle Thomas, back when she was on Family Matters as Myra. Malcolm-Jamal Warner was dating her. So, you know, he's had a very impressive list over the years of different women that he's dated. Yeah, so he also had his Hot and Bothered podcast where he discussed his career, his life, and all that. And I've seen a few episodes of it. It was good. But ultimately, one of the last things he said when he was on talking with Melissa Ford, he said if he dies tomorrow, he knows he was a good person, and he knows he didn't do anything wrong to anybody. So
That's how you want to go.
Yeah.
That's how you want to go.
Yeah, I know that's how I'm gonna go.
Because the next person we're going to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
who would have thought that he would have been the most controversial person?
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and close it out with a big rest in peace to
R.I.P.
Malcolm-Jamal Warner.
R.I.P.
Yeah. So yes, the final R.I.P. was also a major R.I.P.
We're going to say goodbye to him.
Yeah.
They've been bugging. They've been bugging about this, so we're just going to say goodbye to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
We're just going to say goodbye to him.
Yes, R.I.P. Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan passed away earlier this week from cardiac arrest. And he was at the age of, I want to say, 72. Yes. No, 71.
I had heard his health wasn't in the greatest condition, but this was also a surprise to me as well. I didn't expect to hear him passing, but
yes, there was a lot of discussion about Hulk Hogan weeks prior. I did hear his name in the internet streets. However, I took it with a grain of salt. But it does look like Hulk Hogan unfortunately passed away this week, and it's caused a lot of controversy.
it has.
As you know, Hogan was the big wrestler of the 80s and some of the 90s as well, breaking
Early
ground for
2000s.
wrestlers. Yeah, basically making wrestling mainstream. You could kind of say he was like the MC Hammer of wrestlers.
He's the reason wrestling is in the position it's in today. We're going to give credit where credit's due, because I don't want to get this wrong. You know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Have been since I was a kid. Hulk Hogan introduced a lot of us into wrestling. He brought a lot of us as kids into wrestling, and he is the greatest good guy of all time in wrestling. He's the greatest bad guy. It's kind of crazy, but he played both roles, and he was number one to me in both roles that when he played them.
Well, yeah.
When he was number one as Hulk Hogan, the red and yellow, the big draw. But then when he went to the black and white as NWO and he turned a bad guy,
Hollywood Hogan.
He was the biggest heel at that point. So, he definitely played a huge part in wrestling. And that's where a lot of people are giving their condolences because of the part that he played in wrestling. Now, after wrestling, that's where it gets dicey. We're not going to call him Hulk Hogan. It's Terry Bollea. That's where it gets dicey with Terry. After the wrestling, it's all the antics outside of wrestling. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're right. There's been a lot of talk on social media. People are upset at maybe black folks who are mourning Hulk Hogan. Some are like he was a racist and he didn't like black people, which very well is pretty much true. It seems like, based on the evidence presented, the recordings of the year's stories from black wrestlers, and not just black wrestlers, white wrestlers saying what he's said up to black wrestlers. So, in terms of Hulk Hogan, I don't really have a conflict. The guy that I remember from the 80s when I was a Hulkamaniac, to me, that guy died decades ago. I've come to terms with they're just people from my childhood who I'm going to have an affinity for because they were a part of my childhood. No different than Bill Cosby, Pee Wee Herman,
R. Kelly. All these. But this is the thing. And see, what America does is we always recognize people. And some of them have a iconic part, but then some of them have a notorious part as well that goes along with it. And Hulk Hogan is no different. He can be celebrated for what he did to wrestling, but he can be remembered for the person that he was and the character that he showed.
Yeah.
Saying he's a real American. The song he came out to, I'm a Real American. Well, he proved it. Racist, self-centered, egotistical, all those things.
Yeah, and when he called people brother, he used the hard ER. So he meant that shit, boy. That wasn't a term of endearment when he called you brother, because he didn't say brother.
So, I can see why some people are mad, but a lot of people need to get over it about being mad. Like, it's kind of,
there's nothing to be mad about. I've already come to terms with Hulk Hogan dying a few years prior, before this even got to be an issue of him passing. I gave up on Hulk years ago, and I was used to who he is now, especially we did a story on him last year on this show when he had that brand ambassador, that beautiful black girl.
And took off.
Yeah, okay. And and how he took her off, had them white brand ambassadors come out and instead. So, his racism was to the bone, man. He didn't want black people in nothing. He didn't even want you endorsing his beer.
It was even mind-boggling. I was seeing on social media people were saying, I don't care if he was racist. He was my childhood idol. I was like, damn, we get selective.
But that's what we just were saying.
It's not selective.
It's
not selective.
You still have to remember what he did. It's a reason why we're recognizing him.
Okay.
But it's also, we didn't forget.
That was his character.
Yeah, that's his character.
You know what I mean? Like, we fell in love with the character.
Cliff Huxtable.
Yeah, we fell in love with the character, the actor he was portraying. But the real person, like, once the tights are actually covered up and all that.
So that don't diminish his character?
As a wrestler?
As a person.
As a person, yes.
As a person, As a wrestler?
So let's take that same contents and let's put it towards R. Kelly.
We did.
We've already done that.
I
did that before you got here.
But what we're saying is you still...
I wasn't here. I'm just asking the question.
What we're saying is still, though, wrestling isn't where it's at without Hulk Hogan. That's just plain and simple.
Okay.
The wrestling is not where it's at.
So you say only him?
Yes. I'm saying
only him.
He's the one that just died. That's all. He was the one that just died.
See, look, I'm just coming in.
No,
so I'm just
go
trying
ahead
to
and
get
finish
some-
what you're saying.
I'm just trying to fill in. So before I start saying anything, like I just did a few minutes ago, just like, hey, y'all was talked about it. So what I'm asking is,
It wasn't in depth. It wasn't in depth.
so what I'm asking is, what as him as a person doesn't take away from him as a character. Because I'm just like, even though, and mind you, I used to watch wrestling, and Hulk Hogan was one of the characters that, huh?
He was wrestling.
I mean, shit, yeah. I mean, some people would say Roddy Piper.
No.
Some
No.
people would say Jake the Snake. I mean,
Say Macho Man Randy Savage,
No.
but it was
Exactly.
still Hulk Hogan.
None of them.
It was still Hulk Hogan.
None of
no
them
matter what.
compare to Hulk Hogan.
okay, well then you have the ones. Okay, so then you have the ones that's all right. So WWE was like pretty much in the South. It was like it wasn't Hulk Hogan. It was like
Ric Flair.
Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well,
they
that
was
wasn't WWE yet.
huh?
That wasn't WWE yet.
I feel you, but what I'm saying is popular.
They're who made it popular in the South. It was Ric Flair, Dusty
And
Rhodes, the Road Warriors.
right? Road Warriors. So if you,
Nikita
so
Koloff,
wherever you,
Magnum TA,
right?
yeah.
So where you live at dictates who would say, because some people would say in the South like, nah, Hulk Hogan wasn't it. We just talked about those. Now I'm from Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Hulk Hogan and all the Roddy Piper, they was it. When I came down south, it's Dusty Rhodes, Road Wars, everything we just talked about. So depending on where you live at, that would, some people wouldn't say Hulk Hogan was.
But he's the bigger star than they are, and even Ric Flair, and I love Ric Flair, and I understand what you're saying because I was the same way.
Down to the woo.
When we lived in Philadelphia, I was watching WrestleMania on Spectrum.
Exactly.
I remember,
Right.
that's how I came in. Yeah, you remember? That's how I came into wrestling. Then we moved down to South Carolina.
Now
Change up. It's
now it's
Dusty
a-
Rhodes,
a
Road
cable
Wars.
company.
I got NWA.
And you not even, and real talk, they not even playing WWE here in the South. That didn't came till later in the 90s when they started doing it.
No. WWE
When
was
I-
on in the 80s.
No, he's right to an extent
Yeah.
because what it was still what they call territories
Exactly.
at that time.
They-
Y'all
you-
didn't have 12 o'clock
No,
WWF.
they did, but it was what it was territory. So
They promoted
WWE
what we just talked about, like Dusty Rhodes and them. They promoted them. If you Virginia down,
Yes.
they promoted
Yes.
Dusty Rhodes and
Yes.
Ric Flair and all of them.
Yeah.
That
If-
wasn't the WWE.
no,
I
that was
get what you're
NWA.
saying, but what I'm saying is we was up north. We saw Hulk Hogan and all of them.
From Virginia up, it was Hulk Hogan and them.
When you come Virginia-
out south, if you're going out west, it was like Texas wrestling. They had
Exactly.
the Von Erichs
I
and
know.
stuff like that. But the reason why I'm saying Hulk Hogan was bigger is he had a cartoon.
Okay.
He had Saturday morning cartoon.
All right.
Yeah.
So that already had him. Even if we knew Ric Flair, you still knew Hulk Hogan just from the cartoon and all the paraphernalia and stuff
As
like
much
that.
as I don't even like Hulkamania, bro. Like you can't Hulkamania.
Like, and I'm a wrestling fan, but
That's why I used to think wrestling was real.
even I will sit here and say that he is the biggest name wrestler out of everybody. Ric Flair
he
probably
was.
comes in second to me. It's Hogan and Flair. They were wrestling. They both carried their promotions.
Andre the Giant was bigger than
I'm
Ric
about to
Flair.
say Andre the Giant, maybe just because of his size alone.
Stature, yeah.
Yeah, but
No,
I'm
no,
talking
but
about popularity.
as far as remembrance,
That's tough. I mean, because
like Andre the Giant, Undertaker.
known for what? Getting slammed by.
No, he was known. That was like him passing the torch.
It was just Andre the
man.
Giant was just the man, dude. I remember playing with him on what was that, the Nintendo?
Yeah.
We used to go to the arcade.
Oh
And,
my
yeah.
God, with the cage match and all,
But
like
I do understand what Hassan is saying because back then it was kind of territory.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
the point of Hulk Hogan. He made the WWF, which came
Yeah.
and scooped up all the organizations and solidified
Monopolized.
them. Yeah,
Monopolized
into what it
wrestling.
is
That's
now.
what they
And
did.
Hulk Hogan he's pretty much like what? Larry Bird and Magic?
Yeah, to what wrestling is.
Yeah.
I would say that. And like I say, there's nothing wrong with remembering Hulk Hogan. Nothing at all. Now, how you remember him is on you.
Hell is over here, brother.
He was a part of my childhood, no different than, like I said, Pee Wee Herman, Heathcliff Huxtable, and all these other people that may have not been so.
But I was
You
just
can even put Charles Barkley on that list. 'Cause a lot
Charles
of
Barkley
his,
isn't. Don't put him in the same vein.
a lot of his political views never align
Match up with what-
what most
still
people
don't-
thought. No, but I'm just saying, like that's.
just look at him as cool because he's a television personality.
Yeah, but
he
once
makes you laugh. And
But from
stuff
what
like
he
that.
used to be like in the league and all that, like how he used to play, but then when he started talking, it's like a
voicing
complete
his
180.
opinion.
Yeah.
that little girl. Why?
And that's all I mean by that. Like, not nothing wrong. I'm a
Throwing
huge
niggas
Charles
through
Barkley
windshield.
fan, yo. But at the
Yeah,
same
I
time,
like
I'm like,
Charles
I don't. Ever since he
Around
started
the
talking,
rebound. Yeah,
like-
kind of skews your. And
Yeah.
just like Hulk Hogan, when Hulk Hogan was on the MAGA
It kinda-
train.
yeah,
And
man.
The racist thing first, and then you're MAGA. And now we're like, you know what? We can't even rock with you like that no more. Like, you know, we'll remember you being the great wrestler, what you did for the that part of entertainment.
And only people who are alive are going to remember that time. Like anybody born after 2000 is not going to have the same affinity for Hulk Hogan that
Not at
people
all.
in the 70s and 80s did.
they weren't
definitely
watching
not.
him every weekend
Yeah,
either.
they watch Stone Cold and The Rock. That's what they grew up off. That's what they know. So they
Yeah, I remember
probably
that
look
too.
at us weird for wanting to even shout out Hulk Hogan in a nice manner. But yeah, I don't forget that WrestleMania against Sergeant Slaughter because it was during the Iraq War.
Yeah. And Sergeant Slaughter, who was
Which-
always the good guy,
Yeah.
was the bad guy now.
Yeah.
It's the craziest thing.
I remember that WrestleMania. That was an event. We had my friends over from school, got the pay-per-view, chicken wings fried up. That was an event.
My man said the only time I'll say R.I.P. to Hulk Hogan is when I'm talking about one of his shirts.
Yeah.
And like I always say, I want to do a wrestling podcast and stuff like that because I think that wrestling is about to go through something it's never been through, and that's having a huge star. They're getting ready to run out of their huge stars. They're not going to have any after the next couple of years. The biggest stars they have now are John Cena. John Cena's old.
That nigga, he still wrestle?
This is last
thought he
year.
retired. Yeah.
He make movies.
He's on his.
And he's a
retirement.
hell of a comedic actor.
But that's what I'm saying. So wrestling's not going to have that name to draw anymore. Stone Cold's gone. The Rock's gone. All these names that used to draw are gone. The only name they really have now, CM Punk, and and CM Punk, wrestling fan, and Roman Reigns. Everybody knows who Roman Reigns
Roman
is.
Reigns.
That's the last big star that's in wrestling is Roman Reigns. And if they don't create another star like that,
So ain't no Junkyard Dolls, no
there's
Coco Bewares.
There's a bunch of average now. There's no, like, you could see greatness in The Rock. You could see greatness in Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan and Roman Reigns. They don't have greatness right now after Roman Reigns leaves.
Razor Ramon.
Isn't he
Gone
dead?
too. Yeah, Razor gone too.
Yeah. So all the superstars are gone, bro.
Or they're about to be leaving, and that's why I'm saying wrestling's not going to have that big name, and they haven't generated one. So we're going to see what they're going to go through. It's going to be interesting to see how they do this.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
But that's why I said goodbye to Hulk Hogan. I ain't say R.I.P. I said goodbye, Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan.
chuck up them deuces.
Goodbye. That's all you can
Hey, I
get.
got a quick question
Shoot.
before you go to your next topic.
Okay.
Why is this Kool-Aid so damn sweet?
Because that's what I was making at the house back when we were growing up. It's the same. It's the same recipe.
Man, I
You need
got
to cut back at least a fourth of the sugar.
Look, be making syrup.
I'm about to say this is drink.
There's people who appreciate.
No,
my
it's
Kool-Aid.
not.
Yeah, it is.
This is high
and they
fructose
all
corn
under
syrup at
18.
this is high fructose corn syrup at its finest.
I got the perfect recipe for making Kool-Aid. Perfect recipe.
Okay, but
boil the water.
My recipe
Is
straight.
flawed.
My recipe is
Skewed.
straight. There's people who love my Kool-Aid.
And by people you mean you.
No, it's not
Children.
just me. Whatever.
I said nobody under.
It gotta be somebody,
nobody over 18.
everybody under 16.
What up, Sissy?
Easily.
I saw Sissy checking in.
He
What
said
up,
you can
Sissy?
drink it or pour it on pancakes.
Look, that pancakes. I mean, that Kool-Aid's
Dude,
amazing.
this shit look like Fager paint.
yeah.
Before we hit topics, though, make sure y'all stay hydrated this weekend and stuff like that. Look, make sure you stay hydrated. Drink
You had to walk back to
water.
the car, too,
Make
huh?
sure you
Right.
drink water
Mad as
because
hell.
this heat and humidity is different.
Hey, can I just say, not to rub it in or nothing, but it's Leo season. We don't care what y'all think.
Shout out to the
See, I
Leos.
know, we know.
You know,
Yeah,
you
shout
know,
out. We know.
my favorite Leo. Aren't you a Leo Virgo though?
So what?
Right,
Right, you're a hybrid.
So what?
Yeah,
That's why I'm the coolest thing walking this planet, yo. Like, that's what people don't
Shout
understand.
out my boy Shameik Bleak.
Oh yeah, what up, Bleak?
With his birthday.
What up, Bleak?
Got to give my boy his birthday shout out.
Sin P.
Got to give Sin his birthday shout out. Yes. Got to show love to the people. Got to show love to the family.
Man, it was so hot today. Look, I was in the shade. Now, mind you, I'm in the shade all day. I'm sweating through. I'm literally. So look. So the sun peeked through like the all the shade. It did. It did. It was complete. I was complete shade. Now watch it. It hit the rock. I was standing by the rock. I could feel the heat on my ankles from that's how hot it was outside.
Today was serious. I go sit on the balcony. I'm only on the balcony for 2-3 minutes before the humidity just be like, go back into the house.
I don't mean to be an asshole,
Oh my God.
but it's time tomorrow. About 12 hours from now.
I know.
Yeah, we know.
I know.
Well, not 12.
Look, I told you I didn't even expect to see you. I was counting down till you got back.
Dude,
honestly.
it was the craziest thing. Like, we had the joint situated, but something came up. So I had a planned everything, got everything situated. Then it got canceled just like that, like big. Like,
What got canceled?
the trip. Because look, I'm counting him down.
then it got rebooked. Like, oh,
I'm counting him down to come back. I'm expecting him back Thursday. Like, okay, he'll be back Thursday. I'm halfway through it. He gonna be back in a little bit. This end ain't even gone yet. Now I'm mad all over again.
you get to reset your
Look,
timer.
I gotta reset my time because he's still here. It's crazy here.
God damn. All right, well, let's keep it moving because Shannon Sharp was in the news.
Lord of mercy.
Shannon Sharp is out here retiring 20-year-olds. And I don't think he intended to do that, but it looks like they reached a settlement between him and the OnlyFans model, who promptly retired after the settlement.
Told OnlyFans, I'm done. That's a wrap.
I reached my quota.
Look,
and they've exceeded my quota.
Thank you, Uncle Shannon.
So the accuser dismissed her $50 million lawsuit and wrote, "Today I have decided to retire from OF. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past few years. This community has given me a life I could have never imagined. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever."
When you say projects, is that porn?
I was just about to say, this is hoeing, right? This is hoeing at its finest.
Well, she don't have to hoe no more.
But that's what I'm saying. She graduated from hoeing.
Did she?
Yeah.
I mean, because hold on, listen.
Go ahead.
This is the reason why I say that, because if you don't have a strategic plan, right?
True.
You're gonna blow that money just as fast as you done
She
made
gonna
it.
meet a nigga who gonna fuck that money all the
Fuck
way.
all up. That's what I'm saying.
But she still graduated.
She didn't sound like
When you say that you retired, that was a nice sum of money Uncle Shannon
she
laid on
probably
her.
got about 10 million.
And
I heard it was 22.
and on top of
Either
that,
way.
top of that, if Shannon would have did this earlier,
He did. He tried to.
He offered her what, $2 million?
Yeah, he tried. She did. She wanted
2 million. So
And then-
he offered 2, which he knew that probably wasn't going to do. Though when she talking 50, and if Dub right, I got $10 million for you
right.
to leave me alone.
She got, but they got she.
I heard she got 22.
That's what I'm saying. But if you would have hit her with 10 in the beginning, none of this stuff is. We're not even discussing this.
You're right.
So,
I mean, but the thing about it is,
Shannon got to quit fucking with the young
himself.
girls. Yeah, he did.
He played himself,
did.
and she got up, and then
She came all the way up.
right, all the way up. And I was like, how the way she was talking, you can tell, like, damn, like, why would you? I wouldn't even be turned on when we talking about it. But hey, that's to each his own. You feel what I'm saying? To each his own. But
Hopefully, he learned his lesson.
yeah, I hope he did.
Hopefully, he learned
Right
his
now,
lesson.
he's
I know what one thing he ain't gonna do is settle down and get married.
Nah.
No,
He
he's
ain't
still
doing
gonna
that.
be out here playing.
Nah,
because
because he paying alimony now.
Yeah.
To this ex
Well, actually,
OnlyFans
not
chick.
because
So yeah,
actually, not. He came with $100 million deal. She got like a third of it. You know what I'm saying?
so he basically paying alimony to this chick.
Yeah.
I'm not getting married. Not getting married. Nope. She got my. I
At
guess
least have that much money to lose. I mean, you ain't that deep like Shannon is.
No,
I mean,
what I'm saying is, I'm speaking from Shannon's perspective. Like, I'm not getting married now because I'm paying alimony to her.
But that's his dumbass fault.
It is his dumbass fault.
Mess with them little white girls.
Race play with a 19-year-old white girl.
With a little white girl.
She ain't never seen Roots or none.
You got played by a 19-year-old white girl. Got played.
You know what song comes to my mind?
What? My mom's playing tricks on me.
I got one.
What's
White girl.
You know what song comes to my mind? And we'll be talking about him later. I'm cashing out.
Oh yeah.
That song comes to my mind, and we'll be talking about him later in the show. I'm cashing out.
Yeah. Well, now
Kool-Aid so damn sweet.
Put some water in it, nigga. Damn.
Dilute it. Put some water in it.
Well, now this comes as another woman named Michelle Evans, who claims to be Shannon Sharp's ex-girlfriend, and is also accusing him of assault of this sexual variety, and has filed a lawsuit against him.
Was it that the name he called
Mama Michelle.
when he was smashing?
Don't you want to be? Yeah, you want Michelle?
Was it that the name he uttered when he was smashing?
Oh, on the video.
Was it that the name he uttered?
Seemed like she was enjoying it. She wasn't. Now I want to know how she claimed that he what?
Well, we don't know that's the same Michelle.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just
Allegedly.
I'm just insinuating. So,
I think this woman dated him years ago before that.
So he got it. He might be digging back in his pocket some more.
I don't
He
think so.
might.
I don't think
Yeah.
so.
But yeah, it
Well,
looks like,
we didn't think the white girl was going to get no money in.
No, I ain't
no,
say
Shannon
she.
knew something was up. He offered her some millions before this shit hit the fan, so he knew he fucked up in some way, shape,
Yeah,
or
but
form.
we were like, she ain't going to get 50. But if you're
Well,
saying
and
she
it-
cleared 22,
possible.
And the thing, in a sense, it's just all it is. Lawyers just tell them like, look, save the embarrassment. Don't lose your
Save face,
sponsorship.
yeah.
Just go ahead and cut the check and keep it moving. We know you didn't do it. Blah blah blah. That's all it is.
they should have told him that in the beginning. They should have told him that in the beginning. Now on the end of it, now you've been slandered.
No, because in agreeing, she admitted that what they was doing was consensual.
Yeah, in fact, Tony Busby released a statement. That's the lady's lawyer. Said both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual and tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiations, I'm pleased to announce that we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution.
Tony Busby was like, I'm pleased to announce that I got some money out this. That's what Tony Busby said.
Busby got a cut.
All
like,
listen,
I got
all
some
you
money.
niggas need to get team up and get Tony Busby out the way because he's
I
he
wouldn't
become.
even say that, bro.
What you mean?
Oh, you said no. I wouldn't even put that term out there.
I say get him out the way, meaning he can't attack you as far as your pockets because he's only seen to be attacking black men with money. I ain't never heard of Tony Busby until Deshaun Watson, and after that, every client since then has been a black
Deshaun
man.
Watson, goofy ass decisions. Shannon Sharp, goofy ass decisions.
There was somebody else before Shannon Sharp. It was
The Justin Long.
They
the
have
field
to.
goal.
They have to make better decisions. You need to know who you're dealing with.
He's an ambulance chaser.
Well, look,
Yes, he is.
he doing a good chasing them. Then
Yeah.
He found the right damn route.
look, you know what I'm saying. He in the right district. He in the right county for ambulance chasing because he got paid.
See, this is what happens when you're rich and you want to race play. You got to be poor and broke to do that. You got to do it with trailer trash. Yeah. So, yeah, Shannon's not out the woods yet. He settled one case and got another one on the horizon by this Michelle Evans, and
That's crazy.
yeah, he can't catch a break, man. Yeah, and the sad part is, these ain't sisters. He could have said, now if he was dealing with sisters, he would have got that OF girl and would have gave her like $250,000, and she would have left his ass
For
alone.
$5, she would have left him alone.
1,000?
$5 million.
No, I'm talking $250,000.
You're saying $750. I think you're lowballing anybody. That's super
He said
lowballing.
$750. He said $250.
Yeah, that's $250. I think you're super lowballing.
She wouldn't know better. Hell, this OF girl would have took that. Somebody got in her ear. Said, don't take that $2 million. Ain't no 19-year-old turning down $2 million for that. Somebody got in her ear.
Yeah, she said we just said they had that. There's companies out here that literally set up high end profile people to get money out of them. So and when he was on interviewing, had on viral moments talking about would he spend monthly, this and the third. He got put out. It's called Honey Trap. He got a hit put out on his ass, and he got money got hit.
Mm-hmm. And it also looks like in 2023, this woman, Michelle Evans, sued Shannon Sharp for threatening to ruin her reputation, but not for assaulting her. However, her lawsuit details the assault, and it states thereafter Shannon's coercion escalated as he maneuvered me onto the bed and achieved non-consensual vaginal penetration, all while proclaiming his intent to make it so no other man would want her.
So basically, but she coming back now with another lawsuit
Yeah.
saying he did it again.
Yeah.
Or the same thing.
And they got video of this woman, and I see why nobody wants her. God damn. I'm kind of ashamed for Shannon Sharp.
Well, this is Shannon Sharp before he was young in the game and the money. You know,
I know,
you gotta go your weight now.
Yeah, but Shannon Sharp was still bagging chicks when he was younger
I feel
in
you.
college.
I mean, hey, you know.
Yeah. I don't know a non-pause worthy way of saying that, but you know, he was a decent looking dude. He didn't have to settle for that.
On top of that, like we always say, if you did it once, you did it before. This is your thing. You like race play. You like race play.
I
like
mean,
it is what it
listen,
is.
He had self-esteem
I mean, the
and
nigga
shit.
from Georgia,
I'm
dog.
just saying,
I mean,
I'm just
you
saying.
could imagine he done saw a lot of
You like
racist shit.
Race play. That's what you like.
I get it, but I mean, but do you blame him?
Call me a nigga.
Yeah, he was like that. Shit,
No, I don't blame because I don't kink shame. I'm just
I feel
saying.
you.
if
I
you did
would.
it-
If you doing some slavery shit,
that's what he want to do.
That's
He a
what he
grown-
wanna
he an
do.
old man, if he want to be,
like,
what
goddamn,
you call
nigga,
it,
think of
so
the
be it.
ancestors.
He want to be that horse.
If he want to be Toby, so be it.
No,
But
he want to be Kunta. What's your name?
We don't kink shame. I told you I don't kink shame. Everybody, whatever.
Oh,
But
nah,
like I
you
said,
got to king shame that shit.
No, I'm not kink. I'm not kink shaming. I don't
Like,
if
come
that-
on, bro.
if-
That's slave race play.
Then you got there's other things that
Look,
you
you
can,
see
you
what
can,
I'm saying?
you can
No,
say
they're
too.
all in this box.
Cause he could be saying the same shit to her.
They're all in
Right,
this
he
box.
is.
All of
You
this
heard him.
stuff.
He said he'll choke the shit out of him.
Like, this is just what he's into.
I'm
I'm sure
he
every
envisioned
chick
choking
he's
shit out of
talked
white
to,
women.
he's talked to like that OnlyFans chick. I'm sure of it.
Shannon's playing with fire, and he got burnt once. I hope he don't get burned a second time, especially by this woman.
He
God
like
damn.
he like race play. It is what it is.
Yeah, that's why I keep cordial
is,
with
man.
every woman I slept with. I don't want no fake lawsuits coming out from me. The most embarrassing thing I could think of is, damn, Dub hit that. God damn. I'm going to deny that. But let's keep it moving. I just hope Shannon Sharp learned his lesson. See, and Charles in the chat said this is why the WNBA girls are so mad. Shannon is paying these white girls more than they're getting paid. Shit, he's paying these white women more than he got paid. Shannon made about 22. He made about 20 million for like a 3-year contract at his peak, 3 or 4 years, and he just gave this girl.
Oh, you talking about NFL?
Yeah,
33.
yeah. So, and he just gave this girl
For his entire career?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, that ain't shit compared to now, though.
Somebody,
Hell, yeah.
hold on. Somebody told me to tell Blue to don't be hating on the "Marry Me" Kool-Aid. That's in my that was the message I got sent. I was just saying.
I don't see that in the chat.
Look,
It's been messaged.
because he made it up.
It's been
I
messaged.
give a fuck about your phone. I don't see it. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Air yourself out real. Put it in the chat.
Yeah. So let's just hope Shannon learned his lesson.
I hope he did.
Yeah, because
He didn't. He's a nigga. This is a country ass nigga. Like, he did not learn his lesson. Y'all know this already.
He didn't.
That
He
nigga
didn't.
got a
All they did was
cotton
give
field
him
on
more
his
money to do
premise.
exactly what he gonna keep on doing.
Race playing. Just race playing. I ain't kink shaming. That's not what we do here.
No. I'm a kink shame that nigga for
That's
this one.
Dub. That's not me. I don't kink shame.
I will.
I'm kink shaming for whoever drinking this high fructose corn syrup.
That's sugar shame.
This is like drinking crystals. You still taste the crystals going down your throat.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, let's keep it moving to the next topic because Rick Ross and 50 have ignited their beef again. This time, it all started Wednesday, July 23rd, when Rick Ross was seen on a yacht. I don't know where his yacht was, but I assume it's somewhere in Florida. And he had a girl standing next to him in the yacht. 50 Cent saw this and put it on the IG that Rick Ross was allegedly out here hugging a man on a yacht. And so Fifth took to Instagram to share an AI-generated image of himself on a yacht while appearing to reference the Rick Ross clip of him on a yacht, showing Ross with his arms wrapped around somebody. And 50 said, quote, "Your man was looking real saucy kissing that boy on the boat." And he alleged that Ross was hugging a man. And then he said, "That's not AI." This caused Rick Ross to get a little pissed and fire shots back at 50. I got the clip.
Curtis. You're so infatuated with my lifestyle. You see me out on the yacht with a black, beautiful woman. And I hope you don't have anything against black, beautiful women, Curtis. I mean, what are you insinuating here? I mean, and we know you just had your heart shattered when you found out what we found out. We all found out together. And we know that's the mother of your youngest son, little Bruce Leroy. Man, but you got to give a beautiful black woman an opportunity, Curtis. We know you may have been hurt. You're a hurt hoe, but get over it, man. Enjoy a glass of fine bubbles and move on in life. Be happy. Hey, I need somebody to send me some stills of Bruce Leroy, and I need one or two of the niggas show enough. Hey, they said 2 weeks for 10 bands. Damn.
So that was Rick Ross once again going at 50.
Oh,
Basically, he came with a few low blows considering his baby mama, 50's baby mama, was in the Diddy trial under, what was it, Jane
Doe.
Yeah, as if we didn't know who she was.
Didn't Rick Ross get somebody to smash his? How many kids does 50 have? First of all,
50 has his son
I
with
think-
that first one.
didn't Rick Ross have somebody smash his other baby mom, or was that the same one?
No, one of Rick Ross's baby moms was captured on tape smashing somebody. I think it was, I don't know if it was a porno or something, but 50 did his little character Curly
Okay,
and
yeah.
brought that up. So that's where that came from.
This is the longest running high school feud I can think of.
I
What's
think
been
him
running
and
long?
Ja Rule-
him and Ja.
Oh well, yeah, him and Ja.
Him and
yeah.
Ja.
Him and Ja Rule have gone way longer. So, yeah, Ross brought that up, and then he brought up 50-some. Called him Little Bruce Leroy. That was cold, but that was funny. So, yeah, they've been trading shots, but it turns out that the woman on the boat was model Jasmine Kendrick, and apparently, I guess that's Ross's new girl. He's been seen in public with her over the last few months, leading many to assume they're in a relationship together. Have you seen what this girl looks like?
Nope.
She's definitely on the thinner side, but she's actually pretty cute. But
I would expect her to be.
yeah.
I would expect her to be dealing with. You see what I'm saying?
Better
Dealing
play
with
your
somebody
weight,
like that.
nigga.
Like, yeah, I'd expect her to be an attractive woman.
Yeah, so Ross was seen out on the yacht with her.
50 corny for that.
Yeah, I thought it was a little
50
corny.
corny for that.
Especially
Yeah.
considering, his baby mama was it wasn't even a month yet since the Diddy trial been over. It's only been,
Right.
a week, 2 weeks?
Right.
Yeah, that's not enough time, 50, to be talking about other people's baby mom.
what they doing
Like-
and
like-
stuff
what
like
they
that.
doing.
Yeah, like nigga, you tripping? Is you down there in Louisiana trying to get them folks to vote for some bullshit?
Like, we just found
you-
out-
Just chill out.
We just found out your baby mama a whole bucket.
She get slut the fuck
She's a
out.
whole bucket. We just found that out about
Ran
her.
through.
So yeah, you don't really have any room to be like clowning anybody on who they're associating with when you're the mother of your child is a bucket.
Yeah,
ball.
that's embarrassing.
A bucket.
Yeah, they call them a ball now.
A ball?
Yeah, they're called balls now.
I bet you
Because they pass them around. They pass it around. They call them ball. That's a ball.
Well, she's definitely a ball.
That shit is crazy to me.
Yeah, so this was a backfire, you could say, on 50 Cent's part because he was just trying to one up Rick Ross.
Dang,
And
like I
that
couldn't
shit-
even imagine. Like you going to talk to your kid mom now, and all you think about is
Did he?
Oh.
like, you gonna talk to her now. All you think about is look up, think fast, throw it back. Just everybody pass it around. That's wild.
Yeah,
That's
so,
wild.
I don't know what 50's gonna do to respond, but yeah, Rick Ross kind of pulled his whole card. He called his son Bruce Leroy. That was cold blooded. Yeah, but
The beef that'll never end.
yeah, that's a non-ending beef. But there's some new beef on the horizon because Freddie Gibbs dropped his brand new album Alfredo 2 with Alchemist, and he was out here throwing shots.
He was.
Freddie, well, first and foremost, let me start with what did y'all think of the album?
The album is dope. Like the album might be better than the Clips album. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I wouldn't.
It's hard.
It's hard. That album hard as
It's hard.
hell. And like I said, Uncle Al, man, listen, if we don't put him in the GOAT category of producer, something is wrong. Because Alchemist is really like that.
Yeah, I agree. Alchemist is dope. However, I can't put this above the original Alfredo.
Because it just dropped. Like, if we're saying it's dope like this now, give it a couple of weeks, and it might. I'm not saying it will. It might.
I'll
But
listen to it again.
I'm going to tell you what's wild about this. Everybody that Freddie is throwing shots at, Al works with. Everybody. Everybody Freddie throwing shots at, Al works with.
Yeah, and that's what we're leading up to. Because, yes, Gibbs is on this album airing out a few people, previous collaborators like Currency and Spitter. Gibbs did a joint album with Currency called Fetty in 2018. And Gibbs,
Is it a check? Buddha. Go ahead.
yeah. But Gibbs basically said that. Okay. Y'all discuss the Kool-Aid. Go ahead.
Nah, it was just in the chat though. Like I told you, my Kool-Aid fire. Don't ever try to play me. But go ahead with the fatty.
Yeah, so basically, Fetty was a collaboration between Currency and Freddie Gibbs, and Gibbs got mad at Currency because he said Currency did not promote the album properly. They shot no videos for it. They did no touring with the song. So Gibbs was really pissed off at Currency, which they think is the basis for this beef. So Freddie said, could have ran that Fetty by myself, bitch. I'm the best with Al. Yeah, bitch, keep it G. We like on part 3, nigga. Go start a Chevy up. Don't start me. And that's in reference.
That was a cold line. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
front. That was cold.
That was super cold. So, yeah, within the also, he's throwing shots at DJ Academics. On
That was a
Lavish.
cold line.
Lavish habits within the first 35 seconds of the song. He said, I'm going to squeeze out Academics' titties, that fat bastard. And then he dissed Gunna. Gunna dissed me and took a plea. He a rap bastard. Show up at your funeral, big Fendi bitch. 10 blickies. Pee on the city girls like P. Diddy. Bitch, get with me. So, yeah. Gibbs was throwing shots.
Those
at
weren't the
Currency.
only one he weren't throwing at. He was throwing more.
Yeah, who else was he throwing shots
Jim
at?
got a shot in. He was throwing shots at Jim Jones.
Yes, he did. Jim Jones has been kind
Oh,
of.
he was throwing them at Biddy and them too.
I didn't finish. You know I was getting ready to bring up my boy. He threw one at Benny too.
Yep, he said bitches in Buffalo get the same thing. They was throwing plates. Yeah.
The album dope though. The album fire. I ain't going front. The album fire.
He said, lipped away on his good foot, but he ain't bust a grape. These niggas fake, sealed documents, still popping it. Fuck the certified crack babies. Come get your mama hit. Shit ain't selling. They got to resort to drama shit. So, yeah, he was throwing heavy shots.
They can throw
Benny the
plates.
Butcher.
What bothers me, it still bothers me because anybody who's ever heard them do music together know that those two make magic.
Oh, Benny and
Benny and Freddie, they
what, together?
Yes. Check out the Frank Lucas track they did together.
Yeah.
One
Do you
Way
know why
Flight.
they're beefing?
I don't really know, and I don't want to insinuate or know, but
well, I know he and Jim Jones is beefing because it looks like they fought at Prime 112 in Miami back in 2021, and Gibbs had a scuffle with Benny the Butcher associate, so and that happened in Buffalo. So it looks like, there was a fight in Buffalo between Gibbs and one of Benny the Butcher's people, and I guess that expanded to Benny himself, which I understand. If you beefing with my people, you might be beefing with me. It just depends on what the issue is.
like I said, I just hate that they'll never do songs again because I saw
They'll do songs again. Niggas just got to be broke. Jada Kiss and Benny got together and did a collab on a food truck.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hear about
You
that.
didn't see that video of Beanie Siegel owns a food?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said Benny, not Beanie.
I said Beanie.
Beanie Siegel, yeah. That beef was what?
That
20
beef-
years ago,
Yeah.
15 years ago.
See, that beef was harder than this one because Jada went to Philly and did.
Nah, because they never got into anything physical. There was never any. There was just bars being thrown back and forth. The Benny Freddie thing got physical, at least with Benny's crew and stuff like that. So I don't know. Like I said, if we're talking about the album though, Uncle Al put his foot in that album, and Freddie does what Freddie does.
Yeah, I need to hear it a few more times because upon first couple of listens, it's got some joints, but I still can't put it above Alfredo. I still can't put it above the original album.
But
the
it's a
first
dope
one.
album.
Yeah, it's still a dope album.
The album's
and it damn sure ain't better than the Clips album. The
I'm
Clips
not
album
that-
set a standard we're gonna measure hip hop on,
And
for
that's
the rest
cool.
of the
But
year.
I'm willing to say that Alfredo too. might
Yeah, and
be-
after listening to the Clips album again, the Raekwon album ain't all that.
it's not.
exactly.
It's,
It's
not.
not all that.
I'll listen to it.
I listened to
I
it
was
again
listening
just to
You
give it
listen to
another
it, you get-
run to
you,
it. Like
you get Freddie Gibbs over the Raekwon album, and the Raekwon album was all right, but like he said,
all right though.
like Dub said though, from now on, all the projects that especially come out this year are going to be like ranked by what the Clips did. That's where we're going to look at these albums from now on. And I can tell you
There's
whose
gotta be a
album.
lot of disappointment then.
I can tell you who album was trash. Tyler the Creator.
yeah,
I gave him props last week. He gave me a trash album this week. It is what it is.
That was a dance album that you really couldn't dance to. I wasn't feeling it either.
It is what it is.
Tyler's kind of 50-50 with me because his first couple joints were I really, really like that album. That one he had with Charlie Wilson on it and that song Too Young. I forgot the name of the album it was off of, but that joint was pretty dope.
Well, the one he just dropped is
Yeah, that one he dropped was not good at all.
Nah, it
I was
wasn't.
not a fan of that. So I'll give a shout out to Tyler just because he's kind of iffy when he's on point. He's on point, but you gotta if you're gonna be an experimental artist, that's what you get because everything you do and experiment with ain't always gonna hit. So if you want to play that lane, this is one of the results of playing that lane. So everything ain't gonna hit when you try to do different shit. You don't want to stay in a particular lane. And if he has fans that expect the unexpected from him, then more power to him. But I did not like that, and I always give Tyler's albums a chance. So, but shout out to Tyler, the Creator. Yeah. But I wanted to move on to Glorilla because Glorilla was in the news after she was arrested on drug charges after
that was
somebody
some
broke
bullshit.
in her home. So yeah,
That's some Georgia shit.
yeah, that's
Right.
definitely some Georgia shit. She was arrested on drug charges after police responded to a reported burglary at her home in Forsyth County. God damn. Yeah, so it looks like it happened at 1:30 a.m. on last Saturday. It said 3 people were allegedly stealing things and were shot at by a person living in the home before the police arrived. The suspects ran away and no one was injured. But while responding to the home, deputies reported smelling weed and later returned with a search warrant where they found a significant amount of drugs in the house. And it says Glorilla was not home at the time, but she turned herself in on July 22nd after they issued a warrant, and she was charged with felony possession of marijuana and possession of Schedule I controlled substances, and was later released on a $22,260 bond.
That's some cherry
They gonna put her
picking.
on probation.
That's some cherry picking
that's some
shit.
bullshit.
But I gotta say
That's some
this:
cherry picking.
whoever
shit.
was in that house, their job is to clean up the weed before the cops get
Or
there.
take it, bitch.
They probably went in her bedroom though,
They probably
because you don't want nobody in your bedroom. I don't give a fuck who it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you're gonna call the cops,
And I know it's people who don't know what the fuck is in my house. If somebody, you know what I mean, like you break in my house, besides getting shot at, you don't know it all in there.
yeah, but
It's just a simple case of the police cherry picking. You
But
went there for
Yeah.
a robbery. You went there for a home break-in, and then
Double back with a warrant to come in and arrest her.
stop, man.
Because you found out where she lived at, basically.
Stop it.
Who she were.
That
But it's still on the people in that house. If the cops smell weed, then that means the people in the house smell weed.
that's true.
I mean, we don't know what her. I mean, that's what I don't know. I'm not.
But
gonna
I'm
put that on
saying,
her.
before you call the cops, you
Because
gotta
I don't
do a
want
sweep of
nobody
your
in my
own shit.
think about.
I don't really care what you smelling in my house. I'm calling you because something happened. There was a break-in in my house, and I need y'all to come.
Exactly.
And
you worried about some fucking weed?
this is cherry picking, and the police are wrong for this. That's just how I feel.
I mean, I agree.
Hey, you know, fuck
yeah,
Georgia.
that
Me,
was
I
cherry
say fuck
picking.
Georgia. You
That
know,
was
I've
super
been through
cherry
Georgia, had my run-ins with Georgia. Fuck Georgia.
But still, if you call the cops, the first thing you do is stash the weed. You got
Obviously, that they didn't have a stash bag or a stash box.
Shout out to Glodo for taking advantage of the situation because I heard she made T-shirts of her mugshot
Yes, she did.
and selling them.
Yes,
Shout out
she
my
did.
girl Glow for being
Let her cook.
Yeah, let her cook, man.
Let her cook.
So basically, yeah, in addition to that, Glorilla did issue a response on the internet where she was saying how crazy this shit was. Yeah, and that's a good question Charles asked. How do they charge you with possession with something that's not in your possession? Well, truth to be told, it was
Because it's in
it's
her
her
home.
house.
It's
Yeah,
'cause
it's her
in
house. She's the
home, which is
homeowner.
ridiculous.
Now, see, this is why another reason why it doesn't pay to buy. Because if this was, in her apartment that she rented, this might have been a different story. Yeah. But yes, you are correct. She did decide to take her mugshot, and she did decide to make some shirts, and I think she's selling them at $40 a pop.
Get it glow.
Yes.
Get it glow.
She has them out at her Glorilla Glow Bash concert, which she was selling them for $40 a pop on Friday. And this was held at the FedEx Forum in her hometown of Memphis.
I totally agree with that. Make that money, girl. That's how you get them back. Like y'all tried to play me, but look at y'all looking crazy now because I'm selling shirts $40 a pop.
Isn't she still signed to Yo Gotti?
I believe so.
Probably.
Isn't Yo Gotti in Memphis?
Yeah.
Oh, so why did she move to Georgia? I'll be
A
curious.
lot of people move to Georgia. That's where it's
bro,
at.
You gonna stay in Memphis?
I ain't say she had to move to Memphis.
When's the last time you been to Atlanta?
Shit, it's been about a year.
Well, everybody live in Atlanta.
Everybody, I know.
another
That's why I
thing-
don't be visiting.
Another
like that.
thing that we all know about Atlanta, though, they be breaking into stars' houses in Atlanta all the time.
They do it everywhere in LA too. Yeah, so that means if you a celebrity, don't own no nice shit that people can break into. Buy a house somewhere broke. Where
They said they used to break in Mariah Carey house all the time.
damn.
They broke in her house so much she left Atlanta.
God damn. See, that's why I don't want to live in Atlanta.
Well, that's why a lot of people move to the country. Like,
Well, it's not necessarily Atlanta. It's
where you're
outskirts.
on the outskirts of Atlanta.
Well, yeah. of
Because
course.
Ross had his
No. Man, you know, that shit, but man, that shit off of Old National though. That is, like, it's way down. His shit way down Old National.
Ross joined. Yeah.
Way down, like you go all the way to the end.
I can't forget that big as that shit was. That shit was fucking huge.
Yeah. Russ,
Here he go yawning again.
Hey, he can't.
He yawned.
Hey, I
He
guarantee he ain't taking no. Hey, I tell y'all where I live and die by, Bo.
a nap. You didn't take a nap.
I'm not
He's
tired.
not a nap.
I'm not yawning because I'm tired. I'm yawning because I'm drinking.
Hope it ain't that goddamn blue stuff.
Shut the fuck up. He got the bourbon stuff.
Yeah, the bourbon is pretty good. So shout out to Glorilla. I hope she beats her case.
I hope she does too.
I hope she does too. It's stupid.
She can't sue him.
No, but Georgia's just grimy as fuck, Nick. Like
Super
Georgia's a
grimy.
grimy ass place, man.
Yes, it is.
And I had to find it out the hard way.
Oh yeah, I've heard the stories of crooked sheriffs and crooked deputies.
Bro, there's certain places in Atlanta, Clayton County, wouldn't it be Cobb County. Like it's just certain places. Nah.
Commerce, City.
Like no, not going there. Not going there.
Clayton County. Oh yeah,
Not going there.
that's near where Delph had his restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
And he was cool, I guess, with the sheriff's deputies and all that. So it was pretty cool. What's up with this song?
I don't know.
You resting?
Yeah.
Yeah, this
He over here resting.
y'all getting on me about yawning and this whole.
He over here resting. That's
I'm
all.
resting.
That's all.
Damn.
Before we get out of music, though, are we done with Glow?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and get on Cash Out.
cash out.
Yeah, I'm cashing out.
Oh yeah, that rapper who was getting when he sentenced to life.
30. He got
I'm
30.
with that Nina.
He got 30, I think. No, his mom got
His
30.
mom got
No,
30.
he got life.
Got 30. He got
life.
He got
life.
the long one. Yeah.
He got the long.
Sounds
He got
like
the
he
long
cashed
one.
out.
He did cash
Your
out.
name is your destiny.
Pimping. That's what they got him on. Pimping.
He was pimping women.
Pimping.
They said him and his mom
Him and his mom. Pimping.
running the houses and everything. Yo.
Wow, I'm not too familiar with this story. So
Oh yeah, run it out real quick. Yeah, cash out. Got life.
He was with Future then, man. That's how he started out.
Cash out got life, and his mom got
She
30.
twerk.
yep. So it looks like Atlanta rapper Cash Out gets life sentence after RICO trafficking conviction. And that's what pimping gets you nowadays, a RICO charge.
Pimping.
Yeah, so it looks like he's going to do it looks like he's doing life in prison plus 70 years.
Oof.
So, nigga, you got to die twice.
My favorite cash out song
free.
was the one with Wale. That was a dope song.
Yeah, and he was 34 years old, received a guilty verdict in Atlanta court. Life sentence plus 70 years will run concurrently. So he doesn't even get a chance to get born again and be free. He's got to get reincarnated.
And go
locked
back and
up.
finish some more time.
Yeah. So his mother, Linda Smith, was sentenced to 30 years, and his cousin, Tyrone Taylor, was sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years.
Tyrone got life too?
Yeah. Same as Cash Out. And they released one studio album in 2014 called Let's Get It and 6 mixtapes.
Did I see him in concert or at a show or something? Yeah. At Phantom? What was he at Phantom one night?
I don't know.
I think we went to go see him at
It would've
Phantom
been
one
with me,
night.
but I don't remember going.
Yeah, it would have been. Yeah.
So it looks like the trial began this past June, but he was arrested in a prostitution sting in June of 2019. So it took him 6 years to get convicted. So it looks like his cousin and his mother had forced women into sex work when they operated the House of Horrors. That's what they called it. They were also said to have coordinated the sale of women and the corresponding payments. Prosecutors presented text messages from 8 different phones as evidence. And this had been going on for 7 years. Fulton County prosecutors said this ain't just straight pimping. This is trafficking. Well, what's the difference between trafficking and pimping? Apparently, they're all the same legally.
Is trafficking crossing state lines?
Gotta be crossing state lines.
Trafficking's crossing state lines, I think.
So as long as your hose is in Wake County.
Look, then you ain't trafficking. You just pimping.
Oh, okay.
They still can charge you with sex trafficking.
What if you don't traffic them? You just give them direction.
Then you pimping. Then did you just give it somebody? What Tobias said? You're giving them guidance. That's all
See,
you're
this
doing.
is an example of why men don't want to mentor women. Next thing you know, you'll be charged with pimping. And if y'all ever decide to leave the county, you can be charged with trafficking. God damn.
Damn, his rap career was. I thought he was all right though. You know, he wasn't the greatest rapper, but I thought he was all right. But damn, boy, life.
Well, that leads to, can't you get charged with trafficking if you roll with any woman out of town?
Nah.
That's the way shit works now. I mean, if that's all, that's the prerequisite. I could take a girl to Myrtle Beach and she could say I trafficked her.
If she complains some type of sexual assault, they can.
Yeah.
It'll be a stretch though, but they can.
Well, I don't know anything about that because I don't do that. I don't do
You
that.
don't take
kind
girls
of
to Myrtle Beach?
No, I don't do sex trafficking, so I don't know how you get those charges.
I don't either, but I'm just saying you don't have to do the shit to be charged with the shit or be accused of the shit. You could have took a girl to Myrtle Beach and she's like, I don't like this nigga. He trafficked me.
Exactly.
Yeah, we went to that
He took me
buffet.
somewhere I ain't want to go.
We went to Captain George's. He trafficked me and took me to Captain George's all-you-can-eat seafood buffet.
That's crazy.
And I ate 3 plates. He trafficked me to the dessert bar. And then he trafficked me to his rented hotel. And then he trafficked me to the beach. She could say all that shit.
Well,
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have women meet me when we go on vacation.
You gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm going to be like, I'm going to drive to Myrtle Beach. Here's $200 on an Uber.
Like meet me there.
Yeah, I'm going to meet you there. I'm going to give you, here's the address. You drive, I drive. We just meet at the same spot. That way you can never say I trafficked you. That's actually what we're going to have to do in the future.
Mm-hmm.
If Shannon Sharp did that, he wouldn't have had to pay $22 million. I bet he had that girl in the same car with him. Yeah, so be careful with that trafficking. In fact, make all your women meet you on vacation. And that's going to be rough if you doing international travel.
Ain't no bay vacation together.
Hell no.
definitely ain't flying her out.
And if we got to fly
Definitely
somewhere,
flying her out.
I got to fly first. I got to make it to the destination before her. That way it looked like she came to me. And you can't say you forced her to Costa Rica and then came on the second plane. That's how the game is going to have to be set up in the future. That's just how it is.
They done fucked the whole game up.
Yeah, so Charles is saying he went from cash out to crash out really fast.
Really fast.
That's beyond crashing out. Yeah.
Well, we know who's going to win the jailhouse. What are the
What, rap contest?
Yeah, the show.
Shit, there's a lot of talented.
It's a lot of talent in that.
Come on, talent show.
Yeah, it's a lot of talent in prison, boy. Jesus.
God damn. All right. We're going to keep it moving because Tyler Perry was in the news. He had one of them roundtable discussions with Kurt Franklin. And they were just discussing some of the adversity they've been getting from their families. And Tyler was speaking on how he had to fire his aunt who is trying to freeload off him. And I got that clip queued up.
I have to bring along. How do I have to let some go? It's like bossology and family. How do y'all struggle with that tension?
I fired my aunt.
I feel it.
I fired my aunt. She said she wanted a job. She would always call asking for money. I'm like, okay, I was sending the money. I was like, listen, I want to help you. I don't want to help you build this thing, not be welfare to you. So let me give you a job. She wasn't coming in, calling in all the time. I was like, okay, well, you got to go. Because you want me to hand you the money, but you don't want to work for it. See, that doesn't work for me. And it's the same way with my son. Like, he's 10 years old. Like, there's certain things that he wants. He has to do chores and work for it. Right. I don't believe in giving us things that are just going to handicap us. That is the worst thing you can do. And I've had family members that I've done that to because my mother has asked me to. And when she passed away in 2009, I sent all of them letters saying, listen, you got 60 days to become gainfully employed because I'm not going to keep supporting you like this.
Are you serious?
100%. They all got jobs. Yep. And it wasn't even jobs where they're making a lot of money, but it was a job. It was something else for them to do, to feel some pride in. Right. That's the same thing I would want somebody to do for me.
But do you still get like the backsplash from that? You know how you said they wasn't making a lot of money, then they can look at you and say, well, why I can't have more? Why am I working next to somebody to make more than me?
I have family members that got mad at me because I wouldn't give them $1 million.
You know, and I asked Jay this question because I'm actually going through that right now.
Wow.
You know, when you start getting success, people start pulling on you. I just turned 38 today. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Happy birthday, King.
And I'm gonna be able to talk about this for the rest of my days.
For the rest
That
of your life.
I'm sitting here with legends on my birthday.
But here's the focus, though. What are you trying to do? Like, what if you're trying to build a business to carry everybody in your family through? That's one thing.
Right.
And if you're trying to do that, then build a business.
Yeah.
What that means is you got to watch the family members that come putting holes in the boat that you're trying to get across the sea.
Right.
So sometimes you build a boat by yourself.
Right.
Y'all all wait over here on the shore. Stay here. I'm building this boat. I'm going to go over here and build this, and then I'm going to come back and see who's worthy to come.
Right.
Because anybody who's going to drag you down or put holes in the boat or try to destroy you, man, why bring them over?
I had to get rid of my whole.
So that was Tyler Perry basically explaining how he's had to treat his family members since he's gotten his money. And as you see, Tyler Perry don't give shit to none of his relatives. He even makes his son fly a coach to teach him a lesson. So all this went down on Kurt Franklin's Den of Kings podcast, where he had Tyler Perry on there, along with Young Jeezy, along with a few other talented brothers. Derek Hayes. I'm not familiar with Derek Hayes, but he was on the Den of Kings as well. So
Another talented brother, I guess.
Yeah.
Another talented brother.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he deserves a spot there. But yeah, Tyler Perry was just saying how his family was freeloading off of him. His aunt wanted money all the time, so he gave her a job and had to fire her because she wasn't living up to his standards. One of his family members had to be asked him for $1 million. And after his mom passed, he had to send all of his relatives he was financially supporting a letter saying, you got 60 days to get your shit together. And in 60 days, all of them got jobs. That's crazy.
That's a wild take. Like, that's like somebody asking for $1 million. Like, what in the
What I look like just cutting a check to you for $1 million?
$1 million?
Yeah, family be bold. And people got on Jay because didn't one of Jay's family members ask him for like 10, what was it, 10, 15?
Didn't Jay say he don't give nobody money?
Hell no. And I'd be the same way. I always tell people, especially my relatives, that if I didn't know you as a child, then you ain't borrowing no money from me.
See, I don't think I have that problem with my family. If I came into money, my family's tight, small anyway. Like, you know, Buddha, then, you know, my sisters basically, but Rondra and Deborah and stuff like that, you know, they be good for money. Mar be good for money. But after, you know, then my other cousins, I could see your family really coming after you if you came into some money, though. I could see that. You see it all the time. Of course you do. So, yeah, I definitely could see that. Especially the type of money he making.
Yeah. So it looks like Tyler Perry said he made his son fly coach because his son was complaining once, said it was about, he was complaining about flying commercial because the lines were so long. So Tyler Perry got pissed to put his little ass on coach.
Where he need to be at.
Yeah, he said to teach his son that the luxuries have to be earned. So he understands that I worked, he did not. So that when he works, he can learn that lesson.
I ain't mad at that. Hell, you got to fly. You got to fly still. Like, what did you complaining for?
He said he's not going to be one of those ridiculous, he spoiled kids. I can't stand that. Perry continued, he ain't got no money. God, this man don't want his son to experience none.
How do you keep your money?
He doesn't want him to raise an entitled child.
How do
but you still got to give him some of life luxuries.
He does. He live in a big ass mansion. Shit, and then he goes to the top his best schools.
He's got the best of everything.
He got the best of everything.
Like you're having those luxuries.
Flying private, that's extra shit.
You're having those luxuries afforded to you already.
Right. Your wealth, your parents' success isn't your child's success, and vice versa.
That's good, but God damn.
And how do you keep your money?
Right.
You don't stay rich.
He just
Exactly. Pay it
exactly.
out to white boys and fucking frivolous lawsuits.
No, you don't stay.
You don't raise a self-entitled child, because that means what's gonna happen is he just gonna blow his money when that day comes.
I guarantee you, half of the people who made money in their lifetime are broke. because they went and tried to take care of their family.
Live above their means
Like,
and all that shit.
NBA
trying
players.
to take care of everybody.
You can't bring everybody with you.
Everybody can't go.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody can't go.
Cause like nigga, I did this myself. Where were y'all when I made blood, sweat, and tears?
And we see it all the
shit?
time. Guys who, NBA players, NFL players who had all the money in the world.
You gotta contribute to this.
And
cause.
now they have jobs. Regular jobs.
Regular
because
people,
they done ran through all that money trying to support their
regular
family
people.
and not thinking that this money's got to last me for my lifetime.
Exactly. So people really got to think about that.
Yeah.
God damn, boy, Tyler don't play. He
Nah,
cut
he-
everybody off.
I mean, again, his son got the best of everything. So it's not like he waking up in an apartment or something like that. This nigga on a mansion, probably like 100 acres. You know what I'm saying?
And everything's taken care of. It's like
Right.
if something comes
he
up,
got
you
maids
good.
and butlers.
Like,
He got maids and butlers and shit. Like, what the fuck?
you'll never be in a situation like you'll always be covered. You just don't have that luxury right now. Go make you some money.
And they don't know his ass, so why the hell he gonna fly private? They don't know him.
Go make you some money, and then
Blaze your trail.
yeah, and
Say,
then
Dad, I got an idea on the business.
you start making money. I bet you that he hand out a little bit more because now you making money. Now more money.
If they
brings
came
more
out,
money.
if he came out on with a business plan, it's solid. His dad, he was serious. Dad would invest in that. Now you making money. Now guess what? He just gonna feel more comfortable when his time come. He know his hard earned work won't go in vain.
Yeah, Charles said it's hard to get past Kurt Franklin sounding like Benny Siegel, but Tyler is going to make his son end up going to TMZ to get that money. Yeah, his son going to run to TMZ and be like, let me tell you about my dad.
That's sad too.
Nah, I hope his son don't do that.
I hope he don't either. You know what I'm saying? But you know, there's always that one family member who will throw you under the bus for a couple of dollars.
Yeah, 50 Cent know about that with his son. So, yeah, you may want to play it careful, Tyler. I'm going to say my dad made me go out and get a job at 14 years old. And that was actually a wise decision for me because it made me focus on money and it kept me out of adolescent hijinks. While my friends were stealing cars, I was at work. Yeah, but while my friends was getting pussy, I was at work. It's a give-take thing.
The give-take thing, bro.
Yeah, but guess who had $20 when it was time to buy CDs at Waxy Maxi?
B-Dub.
Yes,
B-Dub.
indeed.
B-Dub.
And that's the money I got to buy my first beat machine. So I ain't gonna knock it. It put me far in the game. So yeah, I guess that was a positive for me.
Yeah, once you get money, you have to look at your family and see who's deserving of money. Like, who is deserving of this money? I'm not just throwing money out in the family because you family. Who deserves this money? Who actually needs this money? Not who wants the money, because all y'all want the money, but who needs the
Everybody
money?
want money.
Everybody want the money, but who needs the money?
Yeah, the only way you're getting money is if you're not able-bodied or of sound mind to go out here and get your own. If you like disabled or something, I could see me looking out for you. But yeah, as long as you're an able-bodied man of sound body and mind, you should be working. And that was my motto back in the days when I lived in Durham. That was my
Shout out to Bull.
yes. Back in the day when I was younger.
Shout out to Bull City.
I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish that I were once again a kid. I remixed the mods, of course. Hooray.
All right, what else we got?
All right. I wanted to get into the new app that came out. From my understanding, it's not a new app, but it got popular, and it's the T app.
The T app.
The T app was very popular in the past couple of weeks amongst gossipy women who wanted to dish the dirt while ducking accountability on their end and exposing men on the T app. Unfortunately, a data breach hit this week as well.
Hacked.
That's God's work.
Exposing 72,000 user images.
That's God's work.
Being nosy, get your ass.
Yeah, so the T-Ab is basically, as stated, it's something that's pretty much you can do on Facebook as well. It's supposed to be an anonymous app where women can report creepy men and beware of the women. Of course, nothing like that is ever going to be good for society as a whole, because you're going to have lots and lots of women hopping on there, just discussing men that might be painted in a negative, and basically slander.
Right.
Slander and libel. You're going to have a lot of women taken to the internet getting revenge on men who they feel did not do them right, even though legally they did nothing wrong. So they're going to be on the T-app posting about these men anonymously. And I got to say, for any woman that decided to do this, I got to say it's ridiculous for you to give your own selfie or personal government-associated ID to any app that is going to grant you anonymity. That's the word I'm looking for.
Anonymity, yes.
Yeah. So if some app is telling you you're going to be anonymous, then they shouldn't require a photo ID of you in order for you to gain access to the app.
Because then you're not anonymous.
You're not anonymous. So, like Telegram. I use Telegram sometimes, and that's supposed to be anonymous chats. And if Telegram asked me to use my ID or to take a selfie in order to gain access to it, I would never do that shit. So shout out to you non-tech savvy women who don't know how the internet really works. So anyway, hackers were able to hack into the T-App's database, and they were able to extract the information of over 72,000 women. This is not good because now they have your face and your identity tied to a account, and they've been able to trace the locations of where all of these women are. So shout out to these women who are more thirsty and hungry to expose people, and gossip, that you put your own security at risk by giving people information they should not have had.
And then how much of that stuff is truthful and how much of that stuff is like the upset, a quick way to slander somebody?
I mean, I believe there's more of a quick way to slander somebody versus it being an actual application to help women. To me, there are much better ways to go about doing this. There are free Facebook groups, where women do the same shit.
Mm-hmm. Is this your man?
Yeah.
Right. That part.
Have
you seen him?
Yeah, so
it looks like 13,000 selfies and photo IDs submitted for account verifications. In addition to that, 59,000 images from posts, comments, and direct messages. And they also said that no email or phone numbers were exposed, and that only users who signed up before February 2024 were affected. So if you signed up for this app after February of 2024, your data should be safe. But if you signed up before that time, you're pretty much screwed. And they're looking into engaging a third-party cybersecurity experts and working around the clock to secure their systems. And it looks like the hacked data is being shared amongst the internet after discovering these exposed databases. Now, from my understanding, I was reading a little bit on the inside. I work in the IT industry. Their database was not secure, which basically means they did not have a level of encryption around their database. So while people use the word hacked, they weren't actually hacked. There were no security measures in place to prevent anybody from extracting this data. So all people had to do was just basically go in the back way, through APIs. And basically they were able to go in through the back way to the app, and that's where they gained access to the database where they were able to extract that information. And since there were no real security measures put in place to prevent this from happening, literally anybody who knows how to access endpoints has a way to do this. There was no encryption, no security, no nothing preventing people from accessing this database. So the people who own this T-app expect to see some major lawsuits, and I wouldn't be surprised if the company goes belly up, because that is a major, major risk, especially when you have people's data. You are supposed to have a way to protect the data in your database and prevent it from getting hacked. When people hack, there's a way of going around the encryption. There was no encryption involved to prevent people from doing it. It's basically the equivalent of leaving your door open and having somebody just walk in and steal your shit. There was no lock in place or any type of measure to prevent people from accessing.
They didn't even
it.
put a latch on the damn screen.
Yeah, there was no latch, no nothing. So anybody could have accessed it because it was so badly secured. So if you're one of those women that signed up before 2020, February 2020, 24, they got your information, they got your photos. They may not have your email, they may not have your phone number, but they can certainly get that information through face tracing technology if they have a clear photo of you from that database. So you can do a back trace, a reverse Google trace on people's faces now, and you can find social media and anything that's associated with that person's face. So if you got your face on a Facebook profile, somebody could possibly use the image from this database to find your Facebook profile or anything that's a LinkedIn profile or something like that. So that's the dangers of doing this. But shout out to you gossipy women who wanted to be messy and you got messy.
At the end of the day, when it comes, the bottom line for this T-app is this: different people bring out different people. Different women bring out different things in men. One woman might, a man might feel one way about this woman and feel a totally another way about another woman. It's the person. So, you can sit there and talk or slander the man or whatever, but it just might not have been you, babe. It just is what it is.
Yeah. And Charles said they try to put other people's information and they got their own information exposed to LOL. And he's exactly right.
Yeah,
that's what
correct.
happens.
God's work.
Yeah, so let this be a lesson to people
Stop
watching.
being nosy.
In any place that offers you being anonymous in exchange for knowing who you are, I wouldn't trust it unless it's related to your job or something like that. But yeah, it looks like the founder was a software engineer, so he should have known better. Yeah, so it looks like it was him and I believe a woman that put this T-app together, and they're pretty much going to come under fire.
Yeah, being messy ain't got caught up.
Yeah, if you want to be messy, just do it on social media where you can at least control your identity. You can't be 100% anonymous, but you can always make a burner page. Ask Kevin Durant about that shit. Yeah, so you can always make a burner page if you feel the need to expose people. But yeah, your selfies, your IDs are out there for the world to see. And the sad part is there's women who are more upset about this than the actual nude pics that they gave niggas over the years. Because that was one thing I saw about the T-app. They were like, men need a T-app. And I'm like, no, the fuck we don't. Men, when we gossip, it's generally, if it ain't in front of a camera for a podcast like now, then it's generally in private. I don't want to be talking shit about people and have other people know I'm talking shit about them. So when we gossip, at least it's private. Women want to gossip and run to the apps and tell on niggas from that shit, and you can't do that without it coming back to you. In fact, that's energy. That's a lot of negative energy. That's why a lot of women, they put out that negative energy and they get it back. And this T-app is certainly proof of that. So tread carefully when you're so eager to expose people, because that energy you put back might ricochet and hit you. So that's why I learned, man. After a while, I learned how to vent properly. I don't be telling on chicks like that no much unless they really piss me off or I want to let them know.
I'm not that guy. Like if being a chick ain't work, I don't have nothing to tell the dude she dealing with now. That's not my business. I don't care. We didn't work.
Yeah.
More power to you, my boy.
You ever had to deal with that? You ever had to deal with a girl's ex when you were dating her?
Not really. Not like that. It's been so long. If I did.
I know I did. I had a few issues, especially with a couple of the last women I dated.
The last ones you dated?
Well, the last one I was in the last girl I called my girl, which was a mistake. Yeah, I had to deal with her punk ass ex. Man.
What was he doing?
Okay, first and foremost, I told her don't put photos of us on the internet because I just don't feel like dealing with nobody's shit. I don't feel like hearing nobody talking about it. She interpreted that as you don't want me out there because you have all these other women and you don't want them to see me with you. And I'm like, no, I don't have other women, because if I did, I would tell you. You would already stay. I know that, because you're already assuming I'm cheating on you now, and you're right here. So I already know I got a pass to cheat on you. And I could get away with it, because if I thought you were cheating.
What was he doing?
Okay, so I'm getting into the story. So anyway, we go to visit my parents back in Maryland. We go to the African American Museum in D.C. She's all on this vibe and wants to take a photo of us, so I say, go ahead. She puts it on her Instagram. I guess one of her ex hopped in and it started asking, who's this guy in a photo you're with? This is what she told me. So I responded, why the fuck is your ex talking to you? Why is he following you on Instagram? Why is he even seeing a photo of us? Why is he following you? Why is he even in a position to even ask you these questions? That lets me know you're still in contact with your ex. So anyway, long story short, her ex finds out about me, finds out my stage name, starts sending her text messages like, watch out for B-Dub, girl. And I'm like, first of all, no woman I've ever fucked calls me B-Dub. Like, let's just get that out the way. I have never fucked a woman that called me B-Dub. Like, so I already told her that. I've never, ever had a sexual encounter with a woman that called me B-Dub.
That knew me as B-Dub.
B-Dub. So off gate, whoever's sending you this is a nigga. Because women don't call me B-Dub unless it's like casual or, friendly. None of the women I've ever been intimate in my life called me B-Dub. So off gate, I know it's a nigga. So this nigga is sending her random text messages talking shit about me from like a New Mexico number, an Arizona number. Watch out, girl. Watch out for B-Dub. Now she calling me. Who are these women? I'm like, ain't nobody calling me B-Dub that I've ever fucked. Well, they know your stage name. I said, it's a fucking stage name. Lots of people in Durham and Raleigh and even Miami, LA, and New York know my stage name. That's the point of a stage name. So we got into a back and forth because she wants to pretend this is. And I said, why are you only getting these messages the week that you showed a photo of us on Instagram? We had already been together for close to a year at this point. Why have you never gotten a fucking text message before this photo? And so now I said, this is your people. Whoever it is your people. Ain't no ex-girlfriend of mine interested in me right now because I done cussed them all out and called them bitches. So off gate, nobody's hitting me up with the hey big head text because I've already called them a bitch. They're not going to reconcile. Yeah, it's not like that. They're not reconciling with me. I've cussed them the fuck out.
Go on, bitch.
Yeah. Like,
Get
bitch.
the fuck out of here.
So they off rip, they're not going to be calling me out the blue like, hey, how you doing? They still upset at me. So off gate, I already know it's her exes. So I said, first of all, why are these niggas still in contact with you if you fucking with me this long? That's number one. Shouldn't nobody you fucked with be questioning you about me because they shouldn't even know we're together?
My thing is always keep your people in check. I keep mine in check. You keep your people in check. If my people show out, I'll handle my people.
Exactly.
If somebody, gets out of line, on my side, it's my job to check that, to take care of this. But I've never
had this issue on my
it's been years since I've had to deal with a woman and her ex. Like years. I don't even think about that no more. Like, yeah, keep your people in check.
Yeah, keep your bros in check.
Yeah,
I was damn near like, who the fuck is this there? I was heated, bro. I would have confronted that nigga. Probably.
Well, what the biggest part is like you said, we've been together for a year now. So
yeah, why
is there something to be talked about? And we've been together this long. So like you say, y'all have been in some type of contact.
That's what I got hip to. So yeah, obviously we didn't last. I needed my Saturdays back to do the podcast. Yeah, have y'all ever seen this podcast before I was on it? God, who was on this podcast before me?
Baki.
Man, look, boy, you were there when we first did it, and the old podcast used to be off the hook. Shout out Baki
and Cool.
We used to have a good time.
Well, why don't they come anymore.
They got other stuff going on. Definitely, Baki hit me up the other day though. Shout out my boy Baki. But yeah, we used to have a good time, man. We had the whole internet laughing.
Cool.
I get them damn stories.
Yes, boy. We had some good stories.
All right, I wanted to move into our next topic. It's funny we mentioned the T app because this nigga should have been on the T app. A registered sex offender in California was arrested again on Tuesday after
I saw
allegedly
that video.
sniffing a woman's butt at Nordstrom in Burbank, California. This man was Khalees Crowder, who was 38, of Glendale, California, and was detained after a report of a suspicious man loitering in the women's department of Nordstrom Rack at the Empire Center.
Remember when I said we don't kink shame?
No, you got to kink.
You remember when I said we don't kink shame? I'm sorry. We got to kink shame this one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dub.
So
I'm
they
sorry.
captured security footage of this man following a female shopper before crouching behind her and appearing to sniff her buttocks.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yes.
Butt sniffer.
Butt sniffer.
Police found him on Tuesday at a Walmart in the same shopping center as Nordstrom Rack, where he was also allegedly seen sniffing women. Now, this dude, Crowder, is on active parole and is a registered sex offender with a history of similar lewd conduct in Glendale and Burbank, dating back to 2021.
Thankfully, I know women who you know are always dressed nice, smell good, and stuff like that. But there's some chicks out here. You go sniff their butt, you're going to get a rude awakening. Something that just randomly running up smelling chick's butt. Okay.
He is charged with loitering with intent to commit a crime and is being held in custody on $100,000 bail. His next appearance.
This nigga's an habitual butt sniffer.
Yeah, he's an habitual butt sniffer. He's a serial butt sniffer.
Oh my God! Like you gonna run one of these chicks ain't wipe they butt good and it just smell like boo boo.
I think that's what he's looking for.
Oh my God!
That's what he's looking for.
Oh,
because you can't freshly.
He should have went to Dante Jones.
Okay, y'all let. Okay,
He should've
everybody
smelled
let me
Dante
slide because, like I said, we don't kink shame, but we're getting ready to kink shame this because this is just unacceptable. Unless you're in the privacy of your own home with somebody and you want to sniff her butt, that's cool. I'm good with that. But you just running up on random women, just running up on random booties.
But you said no kinks, no kinks.
Yeah, you said that.
Yeah, but in the privacy of your own home, that's fine. You can butt sniff, but you running up in Nordstrom on women, putting your nose in their butt. Boy, stop.
Yeah, and this nigga looked like Shrek, boy. He got them ears pulled out, looking like a fucking car with the doors open. Yeah, he looks bad. But it looks like this dude first gained media attention in August of 2023 when a content creator on TikTok showed him allegedly sniffing her butt at Barnes & Nobles in Burbank. He claimed he went down to tie his shoe, and that's the woman I have that clip of with. This happened back in 2023.
I was in this corner for a while and I noticed the guy was staring at me. It felt like anywhere I moved, he kept following me. I couldn't tell if I was being paranoid or if he was just reading a book and he just happened to be in that little corner. Anyways, I recorded just in case he was trying to say anything or do anything to me. But I definitely didn't expect him to do this. Like, what the actual fuck? And the whole time I'm thinking I'm fine because he hasn't said anything or touched me or anything. But then you notice that he goes over and does the same thing to this girl. And he'll crouch down low and pretend like he's doing something and then smell? I don't know. What are you doing? I was so freaked out when I turned around and saw him literally under me, so freaking close to me. So I decided to tell the front desk. He's a really creepy guy. He has like these red beads and he's like pretending like he's tying shoes and I think he's like smelling people. Maybe like around there. Well, imagine now. I just watched the video back because I was trying to figure out what he was doing so close to me and it freaked. Like, I'm so disgusted and I feel like really violated even though you didn't touch me, but it just feels really gross and weird.
I want to say this. Some of y'all dudes are straight up weirdos. Just straight up weirdos. Just straight up weirdos.
Yeah, so this incident was back
Weirdo.
in 2023, and it looks like in that same year, this dude was previously serving prison time for burglary and robbery, and was sentenced in February 23 to a year in jail for indecent exposure in Santa Clarita, but was released early. And he was arrested again that August for peeping and prowling at a Glendale home with children present.
That's the dude. That's the kind of dude that'll break in your house and sniff in your drawer.
Oh, he'll do worse than that. I'm believing this dude is. It's probably just going to get worse the longer he keeps doing this. So,
well, they need to put him somewhere where he can't do that because he doesn't need to be out here amongst us.
yeah. Well, this is another charge. I don't know what felony this is.
I hope it's a felony.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. This dude is a super freak, man.
Nigga walk around sniffing
butt.
He's a professional butt sniffer. A professional butt sniffer.
He out here crouching in the aisles, nigga. He crouching in the
I want to know how he selects his victims. Like,
Whoever around. Because you can't be like, if you're a butt sniffer, you're sniffing everybody butt.
well,
No, I don't think so. I think he
definitely has to have a type.
he got a type.
You got to have a type.
like he be sizing them up. Like, yeah, I'm gonna sniff that.
He might walk past him, she smelled good, and like, oh shit. Let me
I gotta
turn around,
smell her butt.
I gotta smell her head.
I smell her butt.
Smell her butt.
You said no kink shaming.
Wait. Do you think she got to smell good in order for him to smell it? Because if you smelling people's butts,
I think so.
you ain't looking for. Most people who wash themselves ain't gonna have a scent, especially if they're wearing jeans. So yeah, this nigga had to get up in that ass quick, fast, like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon. Yeah, you can call this nigga a brown noser. Yeah. Charles said, "What is the charge for sniffing ass?" Well, there are a few
You're gonna have to
charges.
look this up, bro, because I don't know.
No, he got a few charges from it. He was checking for BBL funk.
That
That's
nigga got
what Charles said.
aggravated ass sniffing.
Aggravated ass. Indecent ass exposure.
These dudes are weirdos out here, man.
No, you can get charged with this because it was, first of all, it was a lewd act. He's got his face in a woman's ass. Second of all, what was he charged with? He was charged with ass sniffing.
Where do we find these stories?
He's charged with intent to commit a crime. He is charged with loitering with intent to commit a crime. That's what the charge
And
is.
you know what's crazy? We've covered a story crazier than this one, and the butt sniffing one is crazy. But the craziest
Walking
one,
in the hotels.
no, that one was crazy. I don't know if that was as crazy as the dude who was ejaculating on people.
Oh yeah, Philly.
Is that crazier? Which one's crazier?
I don't know. You walking into
No,
somebody's
no,
room
like-
and just start performing.
Yeah, the guy who broke into a hotel
Like
is
you
crazy.
just breaking in a random room and sucking
just
niggas. Like,
randomly
like
sucking
come on, yo. Come on, yo. Come on.
Yeah, that's a little bit crazier.
Boy, we found the craziest story. Professional butt sniffer.
Oh
Jesus.
yeah, serial butt sniffer.
Serial butt sniffer. Ladies, be on the lookout for this guy.
Well, nah, he's arrested.
He gonna be back out, obviously, because he done it before. Ladies, stay on the lookout for this guy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That butt sniff is serious around those parts.
I understand females sometimes. Like, y'all dudes be weird as fuck. Like, yeah, I understand females sometimes.
Okay, well, this leads to another story because I guess this goes hand in hand with Uber, giving women the option to request female drivers.
That's dope.
Yeah, just in case you got to run from a butt sniffer, you can Uber and request a woman who's going to help you get away from the butt sniffer.
But logically, they should have been did that, though.
Yeah.
That should have been something they should have instituted when they first started. You know, just for safety precautions, because most women feel safe with other women. And I've heard some chicks give some really wild Uber stories before.
I have too.
Yeah, so
with these new changes, I've been seeing some feedback on the internet because there are certain, I don't know if they're trolls or what, but men are calling it discriminatory and all that shit. And I gotta admit, there's just some things women need that men don't.
Like what?
Like tampons.
What are you? I don't see no need to complain about this. Like, if I could just get women to come pick me up on Uber, I'd do that. But just for female safety and for them to feel, like they're safe, I definitely am all for that.
Well, if you are a Uber driver, a male Uber driver, you will feel some type of way because what if in your area more percentage of women drive Uber? You see what I'm saying? That means that's potential money that you are losing.
That means you better travel out further or something
But see, again, that means he's losing money. You see what I'm saying?
Safety is the biggest concern over everything else.
Yeah, but we also know that the ratio of women to men is 4-1. So it's more women than men. And it probably, depending on what area you live at, more women probably do Uber. So that means that's money that he's losing. That a man is losing.
Sorry.
Ain't no sorry, because if you turn that shit around and you had an all exclusive male whatever.
As a Uber, so if I'm catching an Uber, I don't just want guys to come get me.
No, but what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
Right,
but
safety should still be prioritized.
Safety is the main concern.
Okay, they have some type of apparatus device that you can record not only them, but you can record the passenger. Do that, but don't price the man out to where he can't make no money, and he shouldn't have to drive further out just so he can make some money. Because let's just say that he goes somewhere else, it's the same thing. So that means you really are forcing the men out of Uber.
Do Uber Eats? Like I can't. I'm more concerned about safety more than anything else. But for the women to be comfortable, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but with today's technology, safety, you can put safety there and still not cause your male drivers to lose money, potential income. That's all I'm just saying. Now, it's discriminatory no matter how you look at it.
That is true. Now, on the other side, there is an option for women drivers to have the option to request trips for women riders only.
See what I'm saying?
Including during peak evening hours, like evenings, and this means more opportunities to earn on their terms with flexibility and confidence. Women drivers can toggle on the option for women rider preference in their app settings. If they want to receive trip requests from all riders, they have to turn the preference off. So
now if you're a male rider, you're probably most likely had to wait on another male to come pick you up.
Yeah.
And what if you don't have enough male drivers in that area to do so?
Start
See
walking.
what I'm saying?
Start walking.
But that's still not right, because if it's the other way around,
when it comes to safety, it's safety.
Oh man,
it's safety precautions.
No, we're not going. That's a cheap way, easy way to safety. No bullshit. Well, we're gonna call a spade a spade. What it is, it's discriminatory. If a woman was characterized just like that,
I don't hear any guys getting fucked with by their male Uber driver. I don't hear about that. Now, if I heard more guys being messed with by their male Uber driver, then I understand. The only thing I hear about is females being messed with by their male Uber drivers.
What you mean mess with?
Like making them feel uncomfortable.
What's making them feel uncomfortable? By talking to him?
Conversation. Maybe you don't even trust the way he looks. He might be, a shady individual. I'm good with that.
He might be a butt sniffer.
He might be a butt sniffer.
Okay, but that's on Uber, because Uber needs to screen their people who drives for them. Again, we talking about the ones who does it by the book. They are unfairly getting priced out, and if you are a rider, you most likely will have to wait on a certain, it still ain't right. I don't care how you cut it. And hanging your hat on safety is, in my opinion, a weak point, because again, if it was a woman's like that, there'll be the problem.
Well, now Uber is saying a majority of their drivers are men. So they work to ensure that this feature is usable in different places around the world. So they are saying a majority of their drivers are men. And most likely, if a woman is requesting a woman driver, it's probably going to be more of a time inconvenience for her. So she really has to be up on safety to most likely take this option, because there are going to be more men drivers around to pick them up.
I was thinking, like,
that's what
definitely way more. No,
that's
have you
what
ever
Uber
used
said.
Uber? Have
Yeah.
you ever used Uber? What's the percentage of male female drivers you get? Because I can tell you mine.
It's about 50-50.
Nah.
It
Mine's
is.
about 80-20, 70-30. So I might see
80, 20, 70, 30.
I might see
Sound like the judge who gave that nigga cash.
I might see 8 guys and 2 women. I might see out of 10 rides, I might see 7 guys, 3 women.
Mine's from when I use it.
That's where the percent comes from.
It's about 50-50.
I've always had male drivers when I took Uber or Lyft.
I have female drivers.
I've had a few, but I've had way more male Uber drivers. As have I.
Interesting. So, yeah, I mean, it seems like a good feature. It just seems like if a majority of drivers are men, it's going to be an inconvenience for women. So she's trading convenience in for safety. And this leads to more questions. First and foremost, what a transgender is going to do? Because what if a transgender woman requests a woman? Is that request going to be denied?
No, I don't know. You have to ask them.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean
I
that's
don't know.
just stuff to think about. And also, very butch lesbians. You know, they're women too, so you know they could pick you up and make a life a nightmare. Because we know some lesbians can be just as aggressive as dudes. Yeah, you
If
get
not
into a
even more
car.
because they're the same sex.
Yeah, and a lot of them look like either Slim from Cash Money or Manny Fresh from Cash Money, but they look like somebody from Cash Money. Yeah, so ladies, y'all can take this feature. I do think it is a little odd. I think it's just an odd feature that's probably going to most likely cause more inconvenience for you than just taking a male driver or whoever's there around you. But if you need this to feel safe, go for it. Just probably be ready to add extra 30 minutes to your commute.
To your wait time.
Yeah.
At least 15 to your wait time.
All in the name of safety. And what's a bigger issue is what if she demands an Uber and it's a bear? And she's got to choose between a man or a bear.
Whatever.
All right, let's go ahead and move off this and get into sports. Yeah, Charles actually asked a good question. What if I identify as a woman? See, that's what I said. Yeah. And the same group of women are going to be like, oh, no, I can't let this man, woman in my car. And then they're going to get sued. So I already know how this ends. All right, let's get into sports. Quick NBA blurb because there wasn't much in the way of the NBA. But Chris Paul decided to reunite with the Clippers for his 21st and final season.
Yep.
I don't know what that means, but I know the Clippers are going to be the oldest team in NBA history.
Yep.
What? It just means the Clippers, they're going to be all right, but they're not going anywhere.
No, I'm more concerned with who's going to be healthy when the playoffs hit.
Nobody. Not a damn one of them.
Because it seems like, this whole crew just breaks down.
Bradley Beal just came there too, right?
Yeah.
So you got broke-ass Bradley Beal, broke-ass Chris Paul, broke-ass Kawhi.
And broke ass hard.
Yeah, like probable, doubtful, out.
God damn.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And the Clippers, they don't move me. It'll be nice. I guess it's a nice gesture, but you don't take the Clippers serious to win anything. The Clippers' window to win something was 10 years ago. So
I don't see him doing anything.
I don't see him doing anything.
Yeah,
older.
This is where Chris wanted to go. Now, Chris does hold the most assists in Clippers history, franchise history, of 4,023. And he was there for 6 seasons.
The Lob City Clips.
Yep. And he was a 5-time All-Star there and was selected to 5 All-NBA teams, which is the most in franchise history, along with the most assists in franchise history.
And every time it was time to go get it in the playoffs,
I got to go.
Everybody hurt.
He turned into Lauryn Hill when the playoffs come.
Everybody hurt when the playoffs kick off.
But they are saying Chris is one of the most impactful players ever to wear a Clippers uniform. He probably is the most impactful.
We talked where Chris Paul ranked that as a point guard, and
he's top 10, but he's
I don't
10.
even know if he's top 10 now.
No, we said 10.
After I'm thinking about it, Chris Paul, When you think of point guards, you can think of probably Tim before Chris Paul. Okay, like I heard the question. Would you take J. Kidd before Chris Paul?
Yeah, I would take Jason Kidd over Chris Paul.
So who we got? Isaiah. You're taking Isaiah over Chris Paul. You're taking Steph over Chris Paul.
Taking Magic.
Taking Magic.
Magic gonna beat Chris Paul by his height.
We're taking Stockton over Chris Paul.
Nope.
I'm taking Stockton over Chris Paul.
I ain't taking Stockton over Chris Paul. I ain't even taking. I'm not even taking.
I'm probably taking Rondo over Chris Paul.
Hell no, Rondo can't shoot.
Yeah, Rondo can't.
Rondo can't shoot.
When I'm looking at the position of point guard and what the point guard's
still
supposed
need
to
a nigga
do,
to spread the floor.
Right.
Who else am I taking over Chris Paul?
CP3 was still a dog.
He was. I'm not taking anything away from Chris Paul like that. He was a dog.
You want a tiny Archibald nigga? You reaching?
I'll come up with my list for next week.
Tiny Archibald, goddamn Spud Webb nigga.
Nah.
Well, Allen Iverson is a shooting guard.
Mo Cheeks. I'll take Mo over Chris Paul.
Mark Jackson.
I'll take Mark Jackson over Chris Paul.
God damn. What about Andre Miller?
Look, I'm not. I might take Andre over Chris Paul. Like Andre. You say what?
I know you talking about.
Andre was nice.
Yeah, but over Chris Paul, no.
Yo, that little
Look.
that Annie was strong.
I got you. I got you. But Chris Paul is crafty with that ball. He floor general and stuff like that, and his little mid range shot. You know,
put him over Hardaway.
Hardaway.
I might have to.
Neither Hardaway. Neither one of them.
Yeah, I meant Tim, but yeah, I'm glad you brought up him.
Oh, then yeah, he definitely slided down the list. Then
What you mean? Okay.
Tim and Penny, he ain't better than Penny. He was never better than Penny.
Penny is. Do you put him as a point guard or
Penny Hardaway was
What
a
you
point
mean
guard.
as a point guard?
I
he
mean,
was a point.
Westbrook. These said definitely Westbrook.
Oh,
What
he's
about-
definitely over.
Nah, I ain't putting him over Westbrook because
No,
Westbrook.
I'm saying Westbrook's over Chris Paul.
Yeah.
We said that because of MVPs
What about
alone.
Steve Nash?
Yeah, Steve Nash got an MVP. Got to put him over Chris Paul.
Those MVPs.
No, we're not doing that.
What
Putting
you
him
mean?
We talking about game wise.
Yeah,
His game.
I don't know if I put.
I'm
Chris
not
Paul
putting.
over
I'm not
Steve
putting
Nash.
Steve Nash over Chris Paul.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No.
I'm taking Steve Nash.
Hell no. Steve ain't playing no D. Chris Paul lock his ass down.
Yeah, at least Chris Paul defends on the other
Okay,
side.
before we jump, me and my coworkers had this conversation at
Go for
at work. This basketball related. Paul Pierce. Do you take Manu over Paul?
Who?
Manu Ginobili over Paul Pierce. I'm taking Paul Pierce.
Yeah, I'm taking Paul Pierce.
Buddha.
That's a weird comparison
is,
considering they
'cause
don't even
their
play the same
game-
position.
Yeah, because
both
Mono
threes,
is
aren't
like
they?
No,
Mono
was
is like
shooting
a
guard.
shooting guard / small forward.
Okay,
I
a
mean, he could-
three.
but Paul Pierce was a small forward.
Small forward, and they if they
And
go
Paul
Manu
played
was
shooting
a
guard
natural
too.
Shooting guard.
He could play 2 or 3.
They
I mean,
both
he
played
could,
2 or
but
3.
he's
But
not-
naturally, yeah, Pierce is a 3.
Yeah,
Manu was a
Manu was
2.
discussed among the top shooting guards in the
Mono
league.
is definitely a shooting guard.
Yeah, but he could play small forward. So could Kobe, but Kobe's considered a shooting guard.
Correct.
Did y'all think Kobe was too low on the list?
Hell fucking yeah.
All right, wasn't he number 11?
Something like that. He's supposed listen. He's supposed to be. It's Mike. You can say him, in my opinion, LeBron, or you can flip flop it. Only reason why LeBron can be flip flop because he's an all time leading scorer. You know what I'm saying? Kobe. If Kobe never tore his Achilles, he would have been the all time leading scorer because he was on track at that time to be the all time.
My only problem
Yeah,
with the
he
list,
was.
my only problem is Steph is ahead of Kobe. That was the only thing I had with it. Like Kobe should be ahead of Steph. That was my only problem with the list.
Huh? Okay, well, I never had a major issue with the list, but yeah, I do think Kobe should have went up higher. But in terms of point guards, now Charles asks, is James Harden a 1 or a 2? I would consider Harden a 2 because that's where he made his name. In OKC and Houston, he was a shooting guard. He only ran point because he was probably the best ball handler on the team.
In Houston.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't consider Harden a point guard at all. He just runs point because who else is going to run point on the Clippers?
Good question.
He can play point, and he is, but that's not his natural position. That's not what he came in the league. That's not where, when he made his name in Houston,
He was
a shooting guard.
Yeah.
And he's mentioned again with Ginobili in the same top shooting.
Actually, no. When he's in Houston, he's a point guard because he had a ball in his hands majority of the time.
Wasn't Chris Paul there with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, for a short stint.
Yeah.
And
Like, I mean,
even what's name was there.
Passing.
Even what's name was there before he got rid of him. Westbrook was there.
Yeah.
Him and Westbrook was on team though.
Okay,
Yeah,
so Westbrook was the point, and Chris Paul was the point.
Yeah, but James Harden, that was James Harden's teams. When Chris Paul and Westbrook came there, that was James Harden's team.
Yeah.
James Harden had the ball in his. Daryl Morey was the VP. Yeah, loved his ass. Yeah, that's how he got all the way to Philly.
Tony Parker over Chris Paul?
No.
I can't do it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, Tony Parker, his shot wasn't that great.
Right.
Yeah.
I never liked Tony Parker in San Antonio, and I hated the version they sent to Charlotte.
Why even mention
the
Charlotte?
version of Tony Parker.
He was on his last leg.
That was the retirement tour in Charlotte. Speaking of the Hornets, can we give a shout out to the Hornets for getting their first fucking championship in something?
Something.
Shout out the Hornets for winning Summer League this year. Get them boys their props. Like, we're expecting the playoffs this year, guys. I'm expecting the playoffs. I'm expecting the play-in game at least.
The play-in.
I'm expecting the play-in game at least.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
Like, if we're not the 6-7, because that's
you
in,
won't.
right?
You won't. You ain't making it 6-7.
So 8, 9, 10. Like, I'm expecting right there. That's where they need to be shooting this year.
Yeah, because that's what you're going to get.
So you got the NFL, you got 100 players getting suspension, possible fines because they was giving Super Bowl tickets and they're selling them to secondary online vendors above pricing, which that's a no against the
Of course, that's a no.
So there's either they're getting fines, which is I think like double the amount of the ticket face value, or they face suspension, or and they have not named them. They won't name them, and some of them have already paid the fine and moved on. And they also can end up getting tickets for 2 years to the Super Bowl. And if they do actually make it to the Super Bowl, then they had to pay their own tickets. So whoever they want coming, they had to buy the tickets themselves instead of being given it to them. Outside of that,
where's your boy Shador at on the depth chart?
I mean, they trying to low ball.
Where's he at on the depth chart?
There is no depth chart.
Yeah, it is.
No,
it's QB 1, 2, 3, and 4.
There is no depth chart. They just started training camp.
Yeah.
Well, as of right now, what I've seen is Pickett is 1, Flacco is 2.
They're gonna give Pickett all the opportunities in the world because they traded for him. Unless Pickett don't performs well, Flacco, he's there just in making sure that the ship doesn't crash.
Oh, boy said he might keep all 4.
What's the point?
He said he might keep all 4. That's what
trade
that's what
bait. Some of them can be traded off if necessary, especially if somebody come out of there dominant.
Yeah, they're gonna have to trade them all. You can't keep that many quarterbacks.
Right, but he'll be all right. Once he get on that field and he start doing what he doing, it's gonna be evident. You can't keep him off. You can't keep him off the.
So we're still going with he's QB1 on day 1.
Yeah.
First week of the season, you're still sticking with QB1.
You don't know what's gonna happen. Somebody might get hurt. He might ball out. You don't know. So I'm still on that train. Yep, QB1. What else?
Your boy Will Levis, Cam Ward is starting.
Well, Will Levis wasn't gonna start anyway.
Cam Ward was starting anyway.
Listen, man. Once they drafted Cam #1 overall, it was his job to lose. And Will Levis, after he fucked up last year, see, this is why Will Levis is gone, because the previous quarterback they had got drafted. He was at. They traded him to Green Bay when
Malik Willis.
Yeah, exactly. When what's the name got hurt last year, Malik Willis went against Will Levis. Green Bay against Tennessee. Green Bay won, and Malik Willis balled out.
He did. He looked like a stud that game.
And also, Will Levis also became famous when they was winning against Chicago, and he blatantly dummied threw the damn. Instead of throwing the ball away, he threw it some weird ass way, and the dude picked it off in the air and ran it back for the touchdown. So Will Levis has been a bum. So him going ahead and get his shoulders surgery and everything, he wasn't going to win the job. It was Cam Ward's to lose. And like I said, we've been talking about Shador so damn much. Cam Ward, he blazing the shit up. He doing his damn thing. Quiet.
He playing with the Titans though. Let's keep it a buck though. Like, I mean, he playing with the Titans.
You're going if you're the best prospect, you're gonna go to the worst team. So you can't. This ain't NBA. Can't force yourself to go.
You right.
Yes, you can.
But like we've said, he's been the quietest number one pick I can ever remember in the NFL draft.
Because the fifth round got all the damn headline.
Yeah, and Cam said he's only worried about himself because they did a interview with him after Will declared himself, I guess, getting surgery. And Cam said, the only thing I'm worried about is Cam Ward.
That's the only thing, because who's the backup?
We don't even know.
Will.
Whoever coming in to replace Will. And Cam QB1. Right now, QB1. He trotting out there to take that first snap at the beginning of the season.
It was QB1 when they drafted him number 1 overall.
Yeah, and it looks like he's already won over fans with the Titans because he's at the facility at 5:30 a.m. every morning. So that impresses the fans, and
it's going to be. I don't expect the Titans to do a lot, but he should have a decent rookie season though.
Yeah. I mean,
early favorites for Rookie of the Year.
Playing in the South.
Cam Ward is your early favorite
for Rookie of the Year.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you put a lot of faith.
I like.
I mean, because I know about him because I seen him play when he was at Washington State. I seen him play when he was at Miami.
I like the kid from Vegas.
Sling that ball.
I like the kid at Vegas, Ashton Genty. I believe Genty's going to be Rookie of the Year.
Didn't he go to the Raiders?
Yeah,
Vegas.
I mean, he got shot because the Raiders. With Pete Carroll likes to run the ball. So
yeah, that's why I was saying. Like I like Genty, but I do like Will too. I mean, I do like Cam too, though.
Yeah, both of them are your hot tickets as far as Rookie of the Year, based off of they have a lot of touches. They both will have an opportunity to get a lot of touches. So yeah, those are your early favorites.
Travis might be an early favorite too. Just all depending. Yeah. Depending on which side he plays the most on.
Well, based off what early reporting is, they might strategically, some weeks he might play both sides of the ball. Some weeks he might just do wide receiver.
I told you they were going to put that boy on both sides of that ball.
Well, I mean,
we ain't getting this boy just to play.
Yeah,
DB.
but he's not like going to offense and go from offense go to defense like how he was doing
in Colorado.
He's not doing that. Because the NFL is more
physical.
It's outside of physical, it's more. It's more. College is different because college, your athletic ability can separate you from somebody who's a technician. In the NFL, it's still the same, but a technician still has an opportunity to win, even though somebody has athletic ability. You feel what I'm saying? So it's different. It's a different beast because, like I said. If he's playing cornerback, they could put somebody who probably get third and catches or whatever and just tell them to do a go route.
All right. So this is a story I wanted to talk about.
We forgot Paige Butner.
We ain't even there yet. We get ready to talk about Cam Newton, bro. Sit still.
Oh,
we still talking football.
Okay.
Paige play college. Paige play WNBA. We gonna get there. We're talking about Cam Newton. Cam Newton made the news this week. He was in the news cycle this week saying that Jalen Hurts wasn't a top 10 quarterback. I have no problem with that. Cam Newton's allowed his opinion. He's one of the better quarterbacks that the NFL has had in a while. But then that had me to think about, where is Cam a Hall of Fame quarterback? Because, and the reason I asked that is he says Jalen isn't, but Jalen is probably going to, right now, he's on the doorstep of being a Hall of Fame quarterback.
Oh, yes, he is. He went to 2 Super Bowls, won one.
We'll just say he's on the doorstep.
Okay.
But I'm asking for Cam. Is Cam a Hall of Fame quarterback?
I would like to think so.
I would like to think so.
Yeah.
His hats are.
That's definitely are.
I'm going to say this. I don't think he's a Hall of Fame quarterback. I think he's right there. I think if they would have won that Super Bowl, he's definitely in.
Oh, of course.
You telling me if he had a dove for the football?
If he had to dove on that ball, I don't even know if they win the game. We keep saying if he dove on the ball and stuff like that, but they might not have won the game even if he dove on the ball.
So, obviously, you have a problem with what he said.
Nah, I'm just
He's
saying.
upset because it's about Jalen Hurts.
Nah, it's cool. He can pick where it's his opinion.
I mean, but
I'm not.
if you really want to be honest, he's telling the truth. Because, and this is not a knock on Hurts. It's not a knock on Jalen. He can't help it that his organization got him weapons and put him around him to where he doesn't have to do as much. So it's not a knock. But if you compare him to Patrick Mahomes, Pat Mahomes do a lot more than Jalen Hurts. He's dependent on more to make certain decisions, certain plays, et cetera, et cetera. Now, again, and that's based off of supporting cast. Pat Mahomes, all he got is Travis Kelce. Jalen Hurts,
Rashee Rice don't play?
he didn't hurt. He was hurt. He was hurt last year. Hollywood Brown was hurt last year. All his top receivers was hurt last year when y'all played them in Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So
but
now,
they were hurt
before they got
the Super Bowl.
Before
But they
Super
played
Bowl.
the season right.
Rice got hurt like in the beginning of the year.
They played the season, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's cool, but see what? Name me the receivers Jalen Hurts had the first Super Bowl run. Name them. When he went to the Super Bowl and was on the verge of winning MVP before he got hurt. Name the players that he had.
Of course I can, because I'm not a Philly fan.
Okay, so that's the point.
Can you?
How? Quez Watkins,
Okay.
Jalen Reagor,
Okay.
and Devontae. Devontae was probably
He was a
then.
rookie.
Yeah. Now, nobody says nothing about that. That core of people that he drug to the Super Bowl.
Then, I mean, and
That's like the same core that Cam drug to the Super Bowl.
You're right. In that case, in that situation, yeah, he did more. He did more, and he played at an elite level. But this Super Bowl run, he played at elite level. So let's get that straight. But he's not counted on more to do as much as other quarterbacks around the league because of the personnel that he has around him. So again, it's not a knock on Hurts that his organization makes sure that he has a good personnel around him. But if you compare him to some other top end quarterbacks, he doesn't have to do much. He got a lot of weapons. So what Cam was saying was true. He's a
you
game
put Justin
man.
Herbert in your top 10
Justin,
with a straight face.
But Justin
before
Herbert,
Jalen Hurts.
if you put the numbers, Justin Herbert numbers are better than Hurts. They are.
He throws the ball 1,000,000 times. They should be.
He's counting on more to do more because of the supporting cast that he has. If you look at everybody else supporting cast that he has rated higher than Hurts has the best supporting cast out of everybody. So, where is what Cam's saying is wrong?
I don't understand y'all because when we started the season out 2-2 last year, and y'all were like, y'all ain't going nowhere. Then all of a sudden we got hot and won 16 out of the next 17 games. Then the whole thing changed.
Again,
but when we were 2-2,
who was that?
The team was.
But who was doing the damn bell carrying? Fucking Saquon. That's who. They ran the ball a lot more than they passed the ball. That's the reason why y'all had a little roughed up, dust up when your boy got pissed off that he ain't getting no damn catches because they was running the fucking ball.
We should run the ball.
I'm not questioning that, but what I'm saying is let's go back to the original discussion about what Cam talking about. Based off his supporting cast, it's not asked of him to do as much. Just don't lose the game. What is that an equivalent of? Game management.
You can say that about anybody. Don't fumble the ball. Don't drop the ball. Don't do none of that
But
stuff.
based off your personnel, you got 2 top-end receivers, a top-end damn tight end, a top-end motherfucking running back. Not too many organizations have all of that.
Like I say, and I'm one of the guys who, if I say it, I believe I should be able to say it to your face. So if I ever see Cam, no disrespect.
It's not. I mean,
stuff like
it's
that.
his opinion.
Yeah, and I respect his opinion.
And
like
remember what he said. His opinions are made for entertainment.
Yeah, I respect Cam, and he's one of the greatest quarterbacks that I've ever seen.
He's not,
personally.
but I don't take that. I don't take what he see. This is where I'm like, where's the uproar about what he's saying? Because what he's saying, if you really look at it, he's telling the truth. You just asked to not to lose a game. You're not asked to go out there and throw it. Your boy barely throw it over 20 times a game. Elite quarterbacks throw the ball.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No,
yes, they do.
No, they don't. John Elway, when they won the Super Bowl, he didn't throw the ball like that. What are y'all saying?
I'm gonna say within the last decade, sir.
What are y'all saying?
I'm gonna tell you why. No. Because the difference between when John Elway played versus now, offense has more freedom. Defense is a lot more hamstrung. So that means the numbers are going to be a lot more fluctuated and be more. So you talking about two different generation of football. We say within the last decade, if you're not throwing the ball 20, 25, minimum 20, 25 a game, you're not considered elite.
I don't know why.
Because if you're not throwing between 20 and 25
then
a
your
game,
run game is trash.
No. What it is meaning, you can have a good run game. Because what y'all had, he was a 2,000 yard. No, back up. Henry over there in Baltimore, 2,000 yard scrimmage. What Lamar put up? He had over 3,500 yards passing. He had his touchdown to interception ratio.
Games did Lamar miss?
Say what?
How many games did Lamar miss? Because I know Jalen missed the last 3.
I don't think he missed none.
Okay, Jalen missed 3 games.
Okay.
And you're saying he pulled up at 2,900. So if he plays those 3 games, he finishes with 30, 33.
Only thing
34.
I'm just saying is today's game, if you want to be considered an elite quarterback, you have to be throwing the ball between 20, 25 times. Your average yardage should be between 250, 300 yards a game. You should have at least 2-to-1 ratio as far as touchdown interception to be considered elite.
All right.
We again, like I said, if you go off based off what Cam's saying, he's not telling the truth. He's not telling a lie.
All these quarterbacks with all these beautiful stats don't win anything.
I feel you.
Burrow hasn't won nothing.
But what he's not.
Herbert hasn't won nothing.
I got you. But what he's saying is he's not saying that he isn't. He's not saying he's not an elite quarterback. He's just saying based off his personnel, he's not asked to win. He's not asked to lose the game. He's not asked to go out here and throw it 20, 25 times, 300 plus yards, 2+ touchdowns, which that's facts.
Now, Charles says Cam is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. He flamed out too early, and the Patriot years did not help.
That's true.
I don't believe Cam is a Hall of Fame quarterback. I believe he was right there. But I don't think he's a Hall
MVP.
Yeah, he was the MVP.
But that Super Bowl carries a little bit more weight. If you and you didn't even need Super Bowl MVP, you just needed the Super Bowl trophy.
That was the first time in franchise history they made a Super Bowl.
Okay. But I'm just saying that would have helped Cam's thing to get into Canton. That's what I believe. And like I said, not taking away nothing from Cam, because even if he would have jumped on the ball, we don't know if they would have won that game. He just would have jumped on the ball.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, moving right along, there was also a injury to Jets quarterback Justin Long.
Who?
I mean, Justin Fields. My fault.
Look, who like who?
Justin Fields. I was thinking of the punt, the kicker.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's wrong with him?
Yeah. So Fields, he was carted off. What was it, last week? It was really bad. At least we thought.
No, he just had sprained toe.
Sprained toe.
Yeah.
Didn't he have to be airlifted?
No.
Who was it that had to be airlifted?
From the Jets?
Not from the Jets. Somebody had to be airlifted.
I know. Well, I know. Well, it's injuries all over the league because I know Miami burned their cornerback. He got torn an ACL. I mean, take your pick. I mean, it's going. This is the time where injuries going to happen.
Okay, it was Miami Dolphins offensive lineman Bayron Matos was airlifted to a hospital after suffering an injury on Wednesday. And it occurred during the final minutes of Dolphins' first day at training camp. They confirmed that the tackle is in stable condition, but they do not have any additional information on the injury. So it sounded pretty bad if he needed to be airlifted.
Yeah, airlifted is bad.
Dude is Dominican, and he went undrafted in 2024 but signed with Miami through the NFL's International Player Pathway program, which gives athletes from countries outside the United States the opportunity to play in the NFL to expand the game's reach. So basically DEI for non-American players in the NFL, which is what it is. But I hope he's well, because if he was airlifted, that sounds pretty bad.
Serious.
So. Okay.
Hold up.
What?
39 days until y'all get y'all head bust.
Man, I'm not even worried
39.
Like I said,
a month and 9 days until y'all get that head bust.
Pickens and CD both gonna have over 100 yards receiving.
You high?
No, I'm.
Dude,
yeah,
high.
I am.
Bro, high.
I am. But I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Dak is back. He gonna have over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns, probably 1 interception. CD gonna have over 100 yards, touchdown, and your boy, he coming to
y'all gonna come to Philly and do all that?
Yeah, we doing all that. Yeah.
So after y'all lose week 1,
y'all not lose. We not losing.
After y'all lose week 1,
we're not losing. We're gonna beat y'all when y'all get y'all championship ring. Yeah.
After we drop our banner on our head and beat y'all.
Nah.
Okay.
Nah.
So. If we beat y'all, because I like bets,
right?
I'm betting,
right?
That Saturday, that Saturday, because it's a Thursday night game.
Okay,
it's Thursday night football.
All right,
that Saturday, you will lead off the show singing "Fly Eagles Fly."
You know what? We can do that.
Okay, you find you come.
I gotta come up with something. I'll come up with something.
Okay, now go to Paige.
Okay, yeah, Paige Buckers.
Buckets.
Yeah, Paige Bukers.
Paige Buckets.
Basically matched Caitlin Clark as the fastest WNBA player to reach 300 points and 100 assists. And she broke another record earlier this week against the Valkyries.
Who's that, Las Vegas?
Yeah.
No, San Francisco.
Yeah, it sounds so much easier saying the Vegas Valkyries. That just rolls off the tongue.
It's golden. I think it's Golden
But
State.
you said it's San Francisco, Golden State Valkyries?
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had another record. I think it was the fastest to points with 100-plus assists. So she's basically putting up numbers much better than Caitlin Clark. Unfortunately, she doesn't have a black rival. And she's a lesbian.
Right.
So,
2 knocks.
Yeah, I don't think she'll ever receive the rightfully deserved media attention over Caitlin Clark that she feels she should get. Yeah, so it says she was she tied Caitlin Clark as the fastest player in WA history to reach 300 points and 100 career assists. But she surpassed 350 points in the first half total. And she became the fastest in league history to reach that mark while also tallying at least 100 assists. So she's the fastest to get the.
Paige been putting up buckets. Paige been putting up buckets at a crazy rate. Like, shout out Paige.
Yes.
Buckers.
Yeah. Ask AZ Fudd about that. She's putting up buckets.
So yeah, Paige.
It's a shame that because of politics, she'll never get. Well, not right now.
She won't get the love that she deserves.
Yeah,
but we're giving it to her because she deserves it.
Yeah,
Paige is a basket. She's a bucket. She really is.
Yes, she is. So I was kind of shocked to hear that, considering the lack of media attention. So
of course,
unfortunately.
And then it seemed like Caitlin's sophomore season is.
She got a hurt crotch.
Yeah, she's not gonna be. It's due to injury. So let me throw that disclaimer. Due to injury, can we say this is a failed season for her?
I I can't say
If it's due to injury, then
Yeah,
no,
it
not
is.
really.
What
It
were
is.
we
If you
expecting from her?
if you come in the season, you on a team, you expect to win. You expect to be successful. But
Not if you're not
because-
playing.
right? If you're not playing due to injury, it's a failed season
How?
because you're not playing, and
But
outside
that's
of
not
playing,
that's not because of you though. If it was because of you and you were just
Listen to what I'm saying. You're missing what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, as an athlete, even you, when you go to work, when everybody go to work, we go to work want to be the best version of ourselves. If we're sick, hurt, mad, or whatever case may be, we're not going to be the best version of ourselves. So that means if you go in because you hurt and you push yourself through, it's successful in a sense because you push yourself through, but it's not because look what you had to endure to get through this point. Now, as an athlete, for her coming in the second season, I'm sure she had goals, aspirations, them going to playoffs, trying to win a chip. She's not because she's hurt, and due to the fact that she's hurt and look like it's going to be like this for the rest of the season, and she most likely not going to reach her goals, it's considered a failed season, even though she's not playing bad. It's just
I'll give you that.
yeah. You
I'll
talking
give you
about
that.
when you setting goals for yourself, and you're due to the fact she can't help it that the injuries is keeping her out, but she has goals set. She's not going to meet them. Most likely, she won't meet them. So because of that, it will be considered a failed season.
Okay, so question: was Michael Jordan's second season a failure? Because that's when he broke his foot.
Yeah, it was. He didn't win the chip.
Well, he didn't win the chip when he was healthy too.
Of course, and it was every season you don't win, it's considered a failed season.
Okay, well, as long as that energy stays the same.
I mean, like I say, like if you're not on the court, like I can it really be a failure?
It is.
You're not on the court. I can't.
It's not bad. It's not bad on her. Okay, it's bad the fact that you didn't.
Game though, if you're not on the court, I can't tell what you're doing because you're not
Well,
on the court.
as a former athlete, right? When we come in each season, when we train each season, our goals is personal goals, team goals. If we're not on the field because we're hurt for whatever reason, whether it's our fault or not, and we don't reach those goals, it's still considered a failed season. Whether it's not the fact that you did bad, it's, even though we know that the injury, you didn't reach your goals. That's it.
All right, that sounds fair. Cool. Were there any other topics y'all wanted to cover before we? Yeah. Okay. Well, it was a good show. We did 2 hours and 45 minutes, almost 3. So if you made it this far, you better like, subscribe, share,
Comment. Let's get them.
participate.
Come on, let's get them up. We need 10,000.
Y'all make sure to tune in. We'll be back here next week, same time, same day, and all that shit with new topics to discuss. Hopefully, some crazy shit.
And
happens
if y'all
in the
got
week.
topics, drop them in the inbox. You know, give us topics you want to discuss. We're for the people.
Yeah, we'll cover it. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next
LLP.
week.